Your prescription refill program
check.
refills are ready.
What are you checking?
Contact your doctor
Okay, I don't know if
we also offer free blood pressure screening and medication counseling, and can administer some vaccinations. Plus, we have diabetic and medical equipment, breast pumps, compression
check. I just want to make sure we're okay. Yeah, it's there. It's there.
Okay.
Check. Okay. Check.
Rewards program. Enroll today and start earning points on your purchases and get 100 bonus points. That's a $5 value just for signing up. Visit us today at any of our 3 locations.
All right. You ready? Yeah. You do the voodoo that you do so well. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Liberty County, Hinesville, Georgia, where we're in Bradwell Institute Stadium. And it is, what's the name of the stadium, Tim? Hokie Jackson Stadium. Ovie Field. And Edgar
M. Edwards Fieldhouse.
There you go. So
you all in there?
Yep, we got
where you're at?
We're in the middle of downtown Hinesville, Georgia, right at the moment. So, we're going to be calling the game tonight against the Bradwell Institute Tigers against the Effingham County Rebels. Effingham County comes over here with a 3-2?
3-2 record.
3-2 record, and poor Bradwell Institute struggling. They're at what? What are they? 0-5?
0-6.
0-6 now. Wow. So, but we've been over here probably three times. 3 times the last 3 or 4 weeks or so, or since the football season started. We went to McIntosh County several times for the game of the week. And sorry, we got somebody hollering and screaming right outside the door here, and we're trying to talk and don't know what's going on. But anyhow, kind of distraction. But I look for Bradwell Institute to turn this around. Tim, what do you think about tonight's game?
So you and I were talking on the way up here, and basically we were discussing what was going to take to win the ball game. I have no idea, brother.
I know.
So one of the things I'm going to track tonight is the penalties and turnovers. I think the team that has the least penalties and turnovers are going to win the ball game. But as of last week, the opening drive that Bradwell Institute came out with was an unflawed 80-yard drive from their 20-yard line, and actually drove the ball all the way down and got the ball in the end zone, missed the extra point, and took a 6-0 lead. And then from that point on, it did not pan out. So
it went downhill.
They did take a 6-0 lead in the halftime and had every opportunity except on the opening drive. Who was it they were playing last week? Yeah, them guys.
Yeah.
Took a first snap from second half and drove 64 yards, or just a 64-yard scamper in to tie the ball game, and went 7-6.
They were playing Statesboro last week.
Yeah, and then turned around and basically dominated the second half. So I'm hoping that the errors and the mismatch that they had, and some of the things that was very obvious to us that were sideline errors, that they are going to minimize that. Bradwell Institute's going to minimize that tonight and make this a contest where they can get into it.
Yeah, I agree, Tim. Just looking at their schedule, they started off with Buford. They lost 24-3. Lakeside 20-0. Howard, which I think we called that game, 27-6. South Effingham 34-0. Richmond Hill 28-6. Glen Academy 20-14. And then I'm sorry, that was Effingham County I was looking at.
Yeah, you're reading down Effingham County.
Yeah, I was reading at Effingham County. I was thinking I was looking at Bradwell's.
Yep,
Bradwell played Westside. That was the game we were at.
The opening game. They actually came out and were leading Westside 10-7, and then Westside just kind of stomped the gas pedal down and ended up winning the contest 35-10. Then they played Appling County at Appling County, and Appling County is the number 2 ranked in 4A. And Appling County came out with a 39-6 win. They went to Richmond Hill. Richmond Hill basically has hit them up pretty hard with a 37-14 win, and then Glen Academy came into this stadium with a 35-12 win. They go to Tattnall County, and apparently they couldn't get the wheels on there either, and came out of there with a loss of 21-6. And then Statesboro, the game that we called last week, was 20-6. And now tonight we've got Effingham County comes in. So again, they are 0-3 at home and 0-3 on the road, and hopefully, like I said, they can eliminate some of those errors that we noticed that were glaring errors on the sidelines, and then get it together for this contest against the Effingham County Rebels.
That's right. And I tell you, this team they got coming in here is no slouch, and they've played some good ball. Looking at their schedule, but Bradwell, they had 2 weeks of COVID that they should have got all their mistakes ironed out. Yeah. During those 2 weeks, they were off because they were supposed to play Liberty, and they were supposed to play, who else was it? West Lawrence, and they didn't play neither one of those.
Right.
So they should have worked all those
kinks out,
penalties and all. I mean, I'm assuming they had practice during the same time, didn't they?
I believe that the threat was that they had a bunch of players with that tested were exposed but never did test positive. So
really?
Yeah. So basically, once they get the test results back, they could actually participate in practice. So yeah, they should have had some type of drill practice and walkthrough practices.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, good deal.
Yes.
Well, I don't know. I think they should have
this late in the season.
Yeah, this late in the season, the last couple games, they shouldn't have the penalties and the boo-boos that they've been having.
Not the type that they've been having. I mean, everybody understands that players, while they're on the field, they get a little anxious. There may be an offsides. There may be a illegal procedure play, but you can't. Your sidelines should not cause you the delays and the penalties that they incur this late in the season. That all of that should have been already completely worked out. I think we're going to have the national anthem, so we need to take a pause. And
we'll do the national anthem, and we'll come back after these messages, and we'll be kicking off, I hope. So. We'll be right back.
They get the test results back, they could actually participate in practice. So yeah, they should have had some type of drill practice and walkthrough practices.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, good deal.
Yes.
Well, I don't know. I think they should have
this late in the season.
Yeah, this late in the season, the last couple games, they shouldn't have the penalties and the boo-boos that they've been having.
Not the type that they've been having. I mean, everybody understands that players, while they're on the field, they get they get a little anxious.
County Chamber of Commerce.
There may be an offside.
We encourage you to visit our sponsors and please eat, shop, and buy local.
You can't
be safe and support your local high school sports.
The delays and the penalties
Pizza to go. Grab a quick, tasty, and affordable lunch during our daily buffet from 11:30 to 2:30. It's worth the ride to Richmond Hill to the home of the new deep dish square pan pizza. The dough is made fresh every day for the cheesiest, crunchiest 10-piece pizza around. Breadsticks, cheese sticks, cinnamon sticks, wings, chicken tenders, calzones, curly fries, and chips to whet any appetite. Log on to papaspizzatogo.com for coupons and come visit us in Richmond Hill in the way station. Papa knows
At
best.
Richmond Hill Pharmacy, our goal is a healthier you and a healthier community. To keep you healthy, we fill most prescriptions in minutes, not hours. And with our HealthMinder prescription refill program, we'll personally call you when refills are ready, and we'll contact your doctor for renewals. We also offer free blood pressure screening and medication counseling, and can administer some vaccinations. Plus, we have diabetic and medical equipment, breast pumps, compression hosiery, a wide variety of over-the-counter medications, and much more. At Richmond Hill Pharmacy, we can help keep your wallet healthy too, with our Family Pharmacy Rewards program. Enroll today and start earning points on your purchases and get 100 bonus points. That's a $5 value just for signing up. Visit us today at any of our 3 locations: Richmond Hill Pharmacy in Town Center, Hinesville Pharmacy across from Liberty Regional Medical Center, or Medical Center Pharmacy at Memorial. Online at richmondhillpharmacy.com. It's like having a pharmacist in the family.
Richmond Hill, it's Katherine Johnson with the Richmond Hill Bryan County Chamber of Commerce. reminding you to shop, eat, and play local. We have so many wonderful local business owners here in Richmond Hill and Bryan County that need our help now more than ever. For an updated list of our current members, you can visit our website at www.rhbcchamber.org, or for daily updates, you can follow us on Facebook at Richmond Hill-Bryan County Chamber of Commerce.
Low Country Radio, broadcasting all your local high school sports and serving up good times and good music 24 hours a day. Find us on
presenting a hand salute. I'm terribly sorry.
And your family. Richmond Hill Pharmacy can help you stay up to date on your vaccinations. We can administer vaccines to people 18 and older without a
I also am disappointed at the people sitting down in this stadium, especially at a military town.
Yeah.
Immunizations
So,
are important
somewhat
to help prevent
disheartening.
dangerous and sometimes deadly diseases. People of all ages should be immunized to protect them from serious diseases, especially as we get older. Richmond Hill Pharmacy.
You want to do the drawing?
Immunizations is just one way we're committed to improving the lives of our customers. Filling prescriptions
Huh?
should take
You wanna do the
minutes, not
drawing?
hours, and we fill most
Yeah,
in 15
yeah, let's do
minutes
it.
or less. We also offer prescriptions
I
on
should have
campus.
said, yeah, sure.
Plus,
Yep,
we can
we're
ensure
the
you get
folks.
right meds at the right time with services like our Health Minder prescription refill reminder program.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Meds,
Yeah.
and
What- give-
MedRed
give-
automatic
give it to us. We'll
medication
draw it.
dispenser.
What
It's time to
what
seek
you want us to
Richmond
draw?
Pharmacy.
Yeah.
I got my pen right here. I can draw.
I can draw something. Happy face. Happy face. Happy face.
Oh,
happy face.
For personalized and business items. Services include laser engraving,
Happy face.
sandblasting, embroidery, t-shirts, awards, and gifts.
That hadn't changed
Exclusive
much.
Engravings is dedicated to making your memories last a lifetime. Visit Exclusive Engravings in person at 10634 Ward Avenue, Suite A, Richmond Hill, Georgia, or online at exclusiveengravings.com.
The Barker team of Remax, Savannah, and Magnolia Coastal Properties is a family-owned and professionally operated real estate business since 1992.
Man, I'll tell you what, this has been I-95 this afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Property and property management. The Barker team
Like it's
prides
about to get
themselves
worse.
on attention to
I
detail
guess.
with greater than expected customer service and will help you locate your home or business, sell your home or land,
yeah.
or take care
Okay,
of your
you ready?
property in their property management
How much you do?
The Barker team of Coastal Georgia. Live, work, and play here.
All right, we'll go back live right after
We
this.
got about 4 minutes.
Well, we'll play another one then.
Or look them up on the web.
Apparently it's senior night.
Good
Richmond
Lord.
Hill.
I'm
Look
not
at the
calling. I'm not
seniors.
calling all those out. I'm sorry. I'm just going to call it number 5 because I think he's the one that's going to actually represent. Everybody else is going to like stand behind him or at the 50-yard line or something like that. I think.
GPS and Survey, servicing Chatham, Bryan, Effingham, Liberty, and Wayne counties. For all your surveying needs, contact the pros at Mike. With 40 years of experience, you'll be in good hands. Services include lot, subdivision, construction,
Yeah, they got a freshman.
design surveys, and elevation certificates for FEMA flood insurance. For all your surveying needs, contact Mike Ferreira at 912-354-4145 or
Yeah, the same.
912-657-3091. Mike, surveying and mapping the low country.
Tough times right now in the car business. No chips, no cars. No chips, no trucks. We got Chip Welch and we got OC Welch and we got 500 plus vehicles to choose from. Largest inventory in South Carolina. That's right, largest inventory in South Carolina. Probably the largest inventory in Southeast Georgia and South Carolina. Maybe Southeast United States. I don't know. All I know is we got plenty of vehicles to choose from. A lot of dealers taking advantage of this, charging over sticker price for their cars. We don't do that at OC Welch. We discount our vehicles because we want everybody to buy from us all the time. Not just today, but today, tomorrow, any day. Go see OC today.
What I said, we're live on YouTube, and they can hear everything we talk about on YouTube. But
God bless America.
so we'll
Hallelujah.
keep them when we.
And a boom shakalaka.
Oh.
Thank you for OC Bo
I got you.
Chip.
You
Hey,
got
YouTube.
me. Yeah, YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah. Facebook, YouTube, all that good stuff.
So when we do YouTube like this, we're not. I mean, there's no pictures.
No,
free of
no.
drugs
It
and
was
surgery.
just record.
Remember,
Yeah,
at
well,
Palmer
what's showing up
Chiropractors,
is
your
this
health is
here.
our concern.
Yeah.
Palmer Chiropractic
That's what's showing up.
serves Richmond Hill,
Oh, okay.
Midway,
I got you.
Georgetown,
Just us in the
and
background.
Pembroke.
Yep.
To learn more, visit
Gotcha.
palmerchiroga.com or schedule an appointment.
yeah.
Call 912
So Effingham wins the toss. They defer to the second half. So Bradwell Institute will be receiving in the first half and kicking in the second.
Okay, good deal. We're
So
back
why are we-
live, and we're taking
Oh,
care of
there you
that. So
Thank you, Fred.
Yep, you're welcome. So we're back live here in Bradwell Institute Stadium, downtown Hinesville.
Hokie Jackson Stadium.
Yeah, Hokie Jackson
Hovey
Stadium,
Field.
Hovey Field. And it's a pretty good night here. This crowded on the Bradwell Institute side, and Effingham County has traveled pretty well over there, it looks like, Tim.
Yeah, they usually do.
Yeah. It's senior night here, and before the festivities started, there was a lot of seniors out there on the field. And,
Yes, I was
I'll
counting
tell you,
somewhere
yeah.
around 90 to 100.
Yep, and I thought that they were just going to do the football and then maybe the cheerleaders, but I think they must have did all the seniors from all the different sports. So, but it looks like we're going to have a good game. It looks like the Effingham County Rebels that are coming out, going to get behind their banner. Their cheerleaders are all lined up in the end zone. The blue smoke starting to fly up from the Rebels side. And it looks like the Cats are fixing to come through their defleer. They got a little tunnel out there. Here comes the Rebels.
Who are the Cats?
Effingham, the Tigers.
Oh, them kitty cats.
Yeah, them kitty cats. There comes the Effingham
Them
Rebels.
kitty cats.
They got on blue helmets, white jerseys, gray pants, blue numbers. We not be able to see those numbers tonight, Tim.
It might take a minute or two for that smoke to clear out of there.
Yeah, here comes the Bradwell Institute Tigers coming out of the little cat cage here, I guess. And they're all dressed up, white helmets tonight, blue jerseys, blue pants with Tim's favorite numbers on there.
Yeah, the gold numbers.
Yeah, that's hard to see.
Hard to read. Yeah, it's hard to see.
Yep. We're on the west side of the field. The east side of the field has got a bunch of smoke over there. Blue and white smoke from the Effingham County Rebels cheerleaders.
Yeah,
and,
their entry. Yeah. So, getting set back. Again, Bradwell Institute, the Effingham County Rebels won the toss, and Bradwell Institute will receive the kickoff and go on offense first. And the kicking team the receiving team for Bradwell comes out, and it's going to be number 80, looks like 86 for Effingham County. Yep, number 86 for Effingham County is the kicker.
Yeah, this is the 8th week of the high school football season here in Georgia.
So back deep for the Bradwell Institute Tigers is going to be Job Bissett, number 6, the wide receiver freshman. And it's going to be Elijah Melford, another wide receiver cornerback. Free safety is Bissett and also cornerback, but both of them seniors.
Is that an 86, you say, or is that an 85?
That is 86 on the field.
That's setting up the ball to
for
kick.
for Effingham County Rebels, number 86. Look at that.
Yep, that's Louis Mazel.
Mazel.
Yep. Louis Mazel.
We've called that name before when we call him for Richmond Hill.
Yep, Louis Mazel.
So Mazel will start it off here, and they break a huddle, spread out to the Rebels. Mazel backs up from his 40-yard line to the 45, 46, and it looks like it's going to be a straight-on kick, Freddie.
Yeah, it does. Here
he comes. And toe meets leather. It's going to be just a little lifter. Number 45 is going to field it at the 30-yard line for Bradwell Institute. Past the 35 up to about the 39-yard line goes. Of course, there's no 45 on the
roster. Well, how about that? No 45.
Yep. So the no man takes it up to the right at the 40-yard line, and that's where good field position Bradwell Institute is going to start on offense, 1st and 10 from the 40. And 11:54 on the clock in the first quarter. Looks like Armando Hall back behind center. It is, and back behind him, I believe, is Bissett. Here's a snap and hand. And try to go off that left side behind that guard, and nothing doing. Didn't get a yard. Got back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe about a half a yard is the line judge giving. Not much at all on that gain. And I'm sorry, that was Prince in the backfield with Hall. Every time I call that, Freddie, it reminds me of Arsenio Hall when he had Prince on. So Prince and Hall in the backfield again, a bunch formation, 3 receivers out to the left, 1 receiver in tight on the right. Snap, Hall drops back, has a receiver open across the middle and threw it behind him. That was number 20, Grayson. And it's going to be 3rd and 10 now from the 40-yard line.
It looked like he was being defended by C.J. Reese.
But he had probably about 3 or 4 yards on C.J. and could have made that reception. Hall just missed a mark on that.
I think that's number 19. Is that number 19 way over on the other side? I can't. Or maybe it was number 9.
Number 9.
No, there's no number 9 on the roster. So
of course not. So back to that bunch formation again. Hall takes the snap, hands it this time to Prince. Prince gets maybe a yard, and I think that's going to do it for the opening drive of the Bradwell Institute Tigers.
That's going to shut them down right there.
It's going to be 4th down and a very long 9. So the punting team comes out.
I can't tell what number that is either from the Effingham County. It was his jersey was wadded up. It was 23 or 33
It's
or
23.
It was 23?
Yep.
You sure? It was Cooper Neese?
Yep.
Cooper Neese, defensive end, junior, 6 foot, 200 pounds for Effingham County Rebels. Back deep for the Effingham County Rebels.
Number 2.
Number 2 is Allen, McHugh Allen.
Good snap.
Oh.
And almost a block kick. I don't know if you guys' hand got on it or not, but he only got an 11-yard kick, and ball goes out at the 49-yard line of Bradwell Institute, and that's where Effingham's going to take over. 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. Not a very good execution on that first possession. They're going to back it up a yard. It's going to be at the 48-yard line of Effingham, but very short field for the Effingham County Rebels. We've got a windows open up here in the press box, so you're going to hear the bands, you're going to hear the crowd noise, and we'll do our best to keep it clean.
Looks like
but
Matthew,
so far, no penalties, Freddie.
Yeah, it looks like Matthew Ford's going to get the call for the quarterback tonight. I know Nathan Hayes is also a backup quarterback, but Matthew Ford, he's in the gun with Effingham County Rebels. He's got 1 tailback right beside him. He's got 3 wideouts on the right-hand side, and I think that's Allen in the backfield. He's moving Allen from left to right. Long snap count. He's looking. Now he's making some movement. Now there's going to be a flag on the play for – I think
it's going to be delay a game.
Yeah,
it is. Delay a game on Effingham County. I'm going to mark that down as a penalty number 1 for Effingham County.
There you go.
McQuell Allen.
Yeah, that's the tailback there, running back for the McQuell or McQuell.
McQuell.
So,
MIQUEL. McQuell.
McQuell
Allen.
So
first penalty of the night, 5-yard penalty on Effingham County.
Yeah, Matthew Ford. Now he's doing a setup, same setup. Now he finally takes the ball. He hands it off to Allen. Allen tries to get something over the left-hand side. He maybe picks up a yard and a half, if that.
All the way up to the 45-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 13, Freddie. But they start behind the chains on the first penalty of the night, which I'm going to be keeping tabs on. Penalties and turnovers, I'm telling you, whoever least makes the most
same
will
setup.
win this ball game.
Matthew Ford, quarterback. He's in the gun. Now he puts Allen in motion. Allen's going to run over to the right-hand side. He's going to throw it down the field to number 11, I think. Number 12.
Number 1.
Ashley Thompson.
Ashley Thompson with a great reception all the way down to the 27-yard line. That is a 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 27-yard pass down to the 27-yard line.
Good strike there, Tim. That was a good throw. Good play all the way around.
Just right down the seam.
Yep.
And it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 29.
Yeah, now Matthew's got 2 wideouts on the right, 1 on the left. He's got another running back in the backfield. Now he's going to throw it over to number 1 again, over on the right-hand side, and he's going to take off, and he picks up about 4.5 yards. Going to bring up 2nd down and a long 6, maybe long 5.5.
5 on that one, Freddie, yeah. Right down to the 25-yard line, I believe, is where they're going to mark the football with 9:10 on the clock and running.
Yeah, Matthew Ford, he's 2 for 2 now on his throwing. So He's got 2 wideouts on the left, 1 on the right. Now he's going to put the one on the right in motion, going to come right in front of him. He's going to throw it over here to him. He's going to turn up the field. Number 5, that's Curry Wallace. And he don't get anything.
Yeah, he does. He gets down to the 20-yard line.
He does? Yeah, okay.
Pick up of about 4. It's going to be 3rd and 1 right at the 20-yard line.
He ran more running sideways than he did up the field, so that's why I didn't think he got as much. But he come from the right-hand side all the way over to the left-hand side. Then turn. Now he hands the ball off to number 3. Number 2, that's Allen
again. Off that right side, off that right tackle. And he picks up the first down, picks up about 6 yards, and that's going to bring up an Effingham first down. There is a flag.
Yeah, there's a flag. I bet it's holding.
Looks like a procedure call, maybe. White hat is a hold.
Yep.
That's going to be a 10-yard penalty. That's going to set them back behind the chains.
Yep.
Back to the 30-yard line, Freddie. Well, I don't know. It's from the spot of the foul, and the spot of the foul was right at the first down marker. So it's going to be probably, I would probably say, right at the first down marker, or the 29-yard line, Freddie. Let's see where they put it down. They did. They set the football down right back at the 29. So it's going to be 3rd and 10, 8:25 on the clock.
Okay, Matthew Ford, he's in the gun. He's got 2 running backs there right on the right-hand side of him. One's like a H-back in front of him. Now he's going to grab the ball, throw it over here to the left-hand side.
And he fights for the first down.
And he's got number 4. That's Timothy Brown. Well, there's 2 number 4s on here. That's either Timothy Brown or Ryan Wells. Both of them were wide receivers, and both of them are cornerbacks. So I don't know which one it is.
No, that's okay. Don't worry about it. It was brought down by number 3, and there's number 3 on on Bradwell Institute roster. But he did pick up a first down all the way down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10, Effingham County.
Yeah, Matthew Ford, the quarterback for Effingham County, he's 6'2", 205. He's looking pretty good right now. He's got 3 wideouts on the right. He's got a tailback right behind him. He's got a wideout on the left-hand side. He takes the ball, hands it off to Allen. Allen's going to try to make something on the left-hand side. He tiptoes backwards across, and he gets a
on the other side of the field.
Thrown on the other side. Yep, Tim, I see it. And they're going to, what's he got, about 2-3 yards on that play?
Picked it up down to the 15-yard line, pick up a 3 yards, but there is a flag on the play. Right at the line of scrimmage.
Holding again
on Effingham County. That's going to back him up 10 yards again. That's the 3rd penalty so far now.
And what did we talk about at the first of this game? What did you say?
Penalties and turnovers, Freddie. That's 3 I've got marked down right now on Effingham County.
Who has the least amount of penalties and the least amount of turnovers we feel is going to win this game, is what we talked about on the way over here.
So the ball's placed back at the 28-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 20.
1st and 20 for the Rebels. So Matthew's going to go up under center. Now he's going to back up. Now he's got a long snap count. 3 wideouts on the right, none on the left. He's going to go down. The ball. It looks like the Tigers just picked it up.
He has number 5. I believe that's not Leotawa, is it?
No, I don't know if that's Leotawa or not, but whoever who it is just scored a
55,
touchdown.
Who picks up a fumble. That is Colin McCormick, who picked up the fumble and returns it all the way from the 29-yard line. Actually, the ball is let go somewhere around the 31-yard line. That's 69 yards. And a score for Bradwell Institute. So turnover for Effingham County. 3 penalties and a turnover. And a scoop and score by McCormick all the way 68. 69 yards. And Bradwell Institute goes up on top, 6-0. So again,
turnover.
No kicker for the Bradwell Institute, so they are going to have to go for 2. They got the big package in here now. They got all of the big linemen and some of the defensive linemen as blockers. Some of the defensive backs as blockers. And here's a snap over his head.
Man, how many times?
And he needs to fall on it because he can't return it for so the extra point attempt is no good.
How many times have we seen that out of
flag down? Unsportsmanlike conduct, it looks like, against Effingham County. At least that's what the indication is.
Wow. So, like I was about to say, how many times have we seen bad snaps from this team?
So they're converging. Yeah, no kidding. So they're converging on the call, and that the extra point attempt is still no good, and they're going to have to probably penalize Effingham on the kickoff. So let's see what the call is. Personal foul against Effingham, and it'll be assessed, I believe, on the kick. So instead of an unsportsmanlike conduct, it was a personal foul called. So the kick will be from the 5, 10, 15. That'll be at the 45-yard line of Effingham County instead of the 40-yard line of Bradwell Institute.
Wow.
What a turn of events.
Is this
7:05 on the clock, 6-0 your score. Bradwell Institute on a scoop and score, 69 yards by Colin McCormick. And we are, again, it's the penalties and the turnovers who's going to win this ball game, Freddie, I'm telling you.
Well, this seems kind of like the same score we started out with last week. Remember last week it was 6-0 right at the beginning of the game, just like this.
Well, let me ask you this. When is a personal foul only 10 yards? No, that's right. 5, 10, 15. You're right. The 45-yard line. That's correct. Effingham County's receiving team is set up at the 35-yard line. And the Bradwell Institute's at the 50-yard line. The football is at the 45. Kicker approaches. And here's the kick. High and deep. And that's going to be in the end zone.
If he can kick that, why can't he kick a field goal?
I have no idea. So, again, the Effingham County Rebels is going to start 1st and 10 at their 20-yard line on a touchback on the kickoff, and they have Bradwell Institute has the momentum. They have flipped the field. They got a sack on their quarterback, and then McCormick scoops it up and returns it 69 yards for the score.
Wow. Strange game so far.
6-0 your score.
How many penalties are
3 penalties and 1 turnover on the first possession
on Effingham County.
Yep.
So Matthew Ford's going to bring him back out again. He's going to have wideouts on both sides. He's going to take the ball and fake the hand, throw it off. No, he's going to hand it off and fake the throw over here.
Pickup of about 5 yards on the carry. Call it 4.5 for number 2. Who is that? Allen?
Yep, Allen. Wow, my mic's is picking up the music pretty loud.
Yeah, so are the referees, and they told the band to call "Knock It Off."
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't matter who has possession.
Yeah, Matthew's in the gun. He's got 2 running backs back there with him this time. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to throw over to number 6, way over on the right-hand side, and he turns it up. I think he's got a first down and a little bit more. That's Seth Lynch, wide receiver for Effingham County. He's a senior, 6'2", 152.
Pick up all the way to the 33-yard line. They're going to mark it down at the 34-yard line where he's got a 1st and 10.
So Effingham County's been able to move the ball on Bradwell Institute. They just keep shooting themselves in the foot with holding calls or a turnover that last possession. So Matthews in the gun. He's got 2 wideouts. He puts one guy in a motion, a little H-back over there on the right-hand side.
Whistle blows,
to the left-hand
penalties.
side.
Somebody moved a little early on Effingham, I believe. Procedure. That's going to back them up 5 yards, and that's their 4th penalty.
Just got it out of my mouth.
So 4 penalties now for Effingham County. 2 possessions. It's their 2nd possession. 3 on the first possession, 1 on this one, and they're going to back them up 5 yards. It's going to be 1st and 15 from the 29-yard line.
6:08 on the clock. First quarter, 6-0. Tigers on top of the Effingham County Rebels. Matthew Ford, quarterback for Effingham County. He's got him. He's under center. Now he's backs up. He's in the gun. He's going to roll back. He's going to throw it over the middle to one of his
number 21.
Number 21, which is I don't have her on the roster, so I don't know who number 21 is. You got it on yours?
No, I don't. Great job right there by Mackay Kent. The outside linebacker stayed home, and number 21 ran right directly into him as he was doing a crossing pattern. Only a pickup of 2 yards up to the 31-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Yeah, that was a good little throw, but no yardage out of it, hardly. Matthew, he's in the gun. He's got 3 wideouts over on the right-hand side, 1 on this side. He puts Allen in motion. Allen's going to run over to the right, and he's going to throw it over there to him, and he throws him, so an incomplete pass. Clock's going to stop. 5:13 to go, first quarter, 6-0.
Big pressure right there by Kent again from the outside linebacker position, and number 99 for Bradwell Institute was putting pressure all over the quarterback. And, of course, I don't have a 99 on the roster.
Yeah, we've got some generic rosters here, I think.
Yeah.
Matthew is in the gun. He fakes the handoff. Now he's going to throw it over here to number 9. And
Penalty
I don't know
flag
who number 9 is. He's not on the roster either for Effingham County. But
that guy.
Yeah, number 9.
Yeah.
But we got 2 number 4s, and we don't have no number 9. I don't know why they don't just give whatever. So.
Penalty on the play. And I don't know what the call was. Waiting for the indication again. It's on Bradwell Institute, I believe.
They're pointing that way.
They're calling it a defensive holding. I'm trying to see. The ball was marked down by the play all the way past the 35 down to the 37-yard line. No flag on the play.
They're going to wait.
Penalty
There was 2 flags
There
down.
is 2 flags down.
And neither one of them was a flag?
Apparently not. So the play stands. It's going to be at the 37-yard line. It's going to be fourth down. Let's call it 8 at the 37-yard line. 4:51 on the clock and running. Freddie, that was just bizarre.
This has been a bizarre game.
So far it has been. No real consistency to it except the penalties. 4 penalties on Effingham County so far, and 1 turnover that ended up in a score. So 6-0 still your score.
It's going to bring up Tyler Wells, the punter for Effingham County. He's a senior, 6'1", 185. And now
time call.
They're going to. Who called time now?
I have no idea. I believe it was the head referee. I think 25 seconds needs to be put back on the time clock. It was, and they finally put the clocks in motion.
All right, we're going to see what Tyler Wells can do. Long, high snap.
Nice punt.
Very nice.
Very spiral punt over to the sideline. It takes
look at
Effingham County, an Effingham County bounce all the way down to the 5-yard line. Wow. That was 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75-yard punt.
Wow. That was a good punt.
Good punt is not the word for it. Woo. It came down around the 20-yard line and took about a 15-yard roll all the way back to the 5-yard line. Man, that was one heck of a job by that punter, Freddie. He was at a high snap and then put that kind of a boot to it. That was unbelievable there.
That was a very high snap. I thought it was going to go over his head, but he jumped up, pulled it down, and then put a good boot into it.
Are you talking about flipping the field here? So Bradwell Institute takes over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line. The receiver for Bradwell tried to get over and make the play, and then once the ball got away from him, he just gave up on it, and the coaches up here in the box were just going nuts.
Yep.
So 1st and 10, Allen takes the snap. He gives it off on a reverse over here on the right-hand side, and he picks up about 3 yards trying to pick up the number. That is number 6. That is Bassett. And Bassett picks up about 3 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 7 at about the 8-yard line.
Ashley Thompson on the stop for the Effingham County Rebels there, number 1.
Got 3 receivers wide left, 1 receiver right. Prince in the backfield, hands it to Prince. Prince takes it off that right side, maybe a yard at the 30, or excuse me, at the 10-yard line. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and 5 right about the 10-yard line. Whistles are blowing everywhere. I believe that there is a flag down. There's another flag down. I'm not sure who this is going to be on.
Now Zachary Webb for the Rebels on the tackle there.
Looks like holding on Bradwell Institute. Waiting on an indication from the white hat. Holding Bradwell. I believe they're going to take it. They're going to take the penalty. They're going to give them half the distance to the goal. So they're back at the 5-yard line again. So that's going to be second down and 10. And that's the first penalty on Bradwell Institute, but does not come at a good time.
Tim, I said it was Zachary Webb. It could be Zachary Webb or Kyler Stone or Braden Pap.
Yeah, needless to say, our rosters are in the greatest shape in the world.
And they're all defensive.
And we can only go off what we've been given. So Allen calls for the ball. He's got 3 receivers to the left. He rolls to the left. He throws back over his body to number 20, who actually gets right about the 15-yard line and almost has a first down. It depends on where they're going to mark him at.
Yeah, he's close.
I believe that he is close. It's going to be third down, call it maybe a half a yard.
Oh, yep.
And they're going to go quick. They got 3 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. And they're going to take the quarterback, Allen, keeps it himself, and he's wide open. He's got nothing but open field in front of him. He's got 2 defenders. 1 catches him at the 50-yard line. That is a 45-yard scamper all the way out to midfield, and down at the 50 he goes.
Timothy Brown, cornerback for Effingham County, just running down.
Allen got to the outside of that right tackle, but look all the way back at the 20-yard line there, Freddie.
Oh, big piece of cloth out there, and it's yellow. So I don't know, but that looks like that might be coming back. And it is.
Great run by. Actually, that might be. I think that was Allen, but I don't know why. I thought I saw number 2 running that football. The number 2, but it might have been number 4 because those gold jerseys, man, they get folded up and you really can't tell just exactly who it is back there running the football. But Allen, I believe, is the one who actually ran it, but they do mark him off for a holding call. That's going to put the football back third down. Let's call it 4, maybe 5 from the 11-yard line. Allen back in the shotgun again. Here's a snap. Try to get him to jump off sides. They would not bite on third down. Here's a snap, a little bit low. Allen gets out of there. There's a fumble.
It looks like a touchback.
And it looks like a touchback. It is. Yep. They're calling it a touchback, or excuse me, a safety. So a safety has been called. They had him in possession, and he goes down. So the whistle blew on the possession, and it's going to be a safety. Yes, it's intentional grounding in the end zone, and that's going to bring up a 6-2 score for the Effingham County Rebels. 6-2 is your score now. And we come to a football game and a baseball game breaks out.
Well, this has been a strange.
So that's a third penalty on Bradwell Institute, and you can't consider that a turnover. It's a score, but that is a penalty.
It was intentional grounding, you said.
It's intentional grounding. It's not a turnover. It's a penalty that resulted in a safety. Okay. So points were given on a penalty. So again, it can't be considered a turnover. The turnover would have been if somebody from Effingham would have gotten on the football in the end zone and they'd have called it a touchdown.
So either way, Effingham County's leading in the penalties, right?
Yeah, they got 4-3 now, with 1 turnover for a score. And again, the score reflects just exactly what we're talking about. The penalties and the turnovers are going to win this football game. I'm just saying, folks.
Sloppy so far. This is the week 8 of the Georgia high school football season, and so a lot of these mistakes should be ironed out by now. Even with the 2-week COVID canceled games, they should have ironed some of these things out. To me, what do you think, Tim?
Oh, no ifs, ands, or buts. So Jihad Prince is going to tee it up. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They still got 12 players on the field. This Bradwell Institute. So they're going to penalize them for breaking the huddle with 12 players on the field. They're going to back the football up to the 15-yard line instead of the 20-yard line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now they've got 11 on the field.
Wow.
So, penalty. Again, that's 4 penalties now on the Bradwell Institute.
So Ashley Thompson and McQuill Allen is lined up about the 45-yard line to receive the ball, and they're kicking from the 15.
And Prince tries to do a little scoop kick, and number 21 gets it at their 39-yard line. Wow, that's a good way to turn that football over in great field possession to the Effingham County Rebels.
Yeah, why would you pooch kick that?
Well, because I would have to.
Because he kicked.
I would have to think because apparently, maybe the Bradwell Institute Tigers have not worked on special teams this year.
But he kicked a while ago. He kicked off and he kicked it into the end zone. So I know he's got a leg.
Yeah, he did that from the 45-yard line.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So, wow.
On Effingham's 45-yard line, not his 40-yard line. But they give the football over to Effingham County in great field possession. They're going to call it at the 40-yard line instead of the 39. Okay, that's a very gracious spot. That's a yard back.
So here comes Matthew Ford and the Rebels. Matthew's in the gun. He's got 2 wideouts on the left-hand side, and he throws it over here to number 6. That's Seth Lynch. And Seth Lynch turns up the field, and I believe he's got a first down.
First down for Lynch, and that's going to take it down to the 27-yard line or 28-yard line. 1st and 10 for Effingham County at the, well, they moved it to the 29-yard line. So there you go.
Still a 1st and 10 from the 29 for Effingham.
2 minutes left to go in the first quarter.
Matthew Ford in the gun. He's looking over to the sideline now. He's moving one of his running back from the right-hand side to the left-hand side. He's got
there's movement on the line of scrimmage and timeout called by the Effingham County bench. The line judge comes flying over, and apparently the bench, the coach from Effingham, called timeout with 1:48 on the clock. Your score, believe it or not, 6-2, Bradwell Institute on top.
So while we got a second, what do you think about the Braves, man?
So here's my thoughts about the Braves.
That was disappointing last night.
We had better win game. It was very disappointing last night. We'd better win game 6 at the opening game back in Turner or at
Turner Field.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
whatever.
Sid.
No, I can't say Turner Field, but back at home in Atlanta. Because if we go to a game 7, man, it's just way too many flashbacks from last year.
After Freddie hit that home run last night, I
thought it was over with.
Yeah, I did too. I think that's what everybody thought.
And the Dodgers had something else to say. Chris Turner had something definitely else to say with 3 individual home runs. 11-0. He 6 RBIs, so he scored more than half of their RBIs.
It ain't over to the last out.
You're absolutely correct. It ain't over. The fat lady sings. I'll take another walk-off 9th inning, bottom of the 9th walk-off win if that means we go to the World Series, Freddie.
Yep, exactly. So here we go. Rebels is coming back out. Centers over the ball. Matthew Ford, quarterback, number 11 for the Rebels. He's in the gun. He's got 2 wideouts on the right. Got a tailback right beside him on the right-hand side. Now he's going to fake the handoff. Now he's going to throw it over to number 37. 37's got a little room. He's got a first down and a few more yards after the first down marker for about, 15 yards?
About 13 yards all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Trevor Shanning, number 37, senior.
Maybe the 17. No, they're going to mark it at the 16-yard line. So 1st and 10 at the 16.
Trevor Shanning, senior, 5'10", 190. First time he's touched the ball tonight, and he turned it up the field and made something positive out of it.
So Effingham looks like they're settling into their offense right now.
Matthew's going to take the ball. He's going to pitch it over to number 30, I think it is, and he's going to go around the left-hand side, a little sweep, and picks up
about 7 yards. It's going to be
6 long. Well, that's about 8, 9 yards.
Maybe 9 yards, depending on where they spot the football. You're right. That's a 9-yard pickup. That's going to be 2nd and short with
Xavier,
1 minute on the clock and running at first quarter.
That was Xavier Kolpak. So,
the Effingham County offense is establishing themselves now.
Yeah, that was 2 running backs we hadn't seen all night. We got this Allen in the backfield now. He's setting up on the left-hand side of Ford. Now Ford's going to hand it to him, and Allen's going to go over to the left guard, left tackle. Now he's going to zigzag over to the right-hand side, and he gets right down to the He did cross the.
He crossed the plane.
Wow.
That says the line judge on the far side of the field throws his arms in the air like he just doesn't care.
A little delayed action there.
38 seconds left in the quarter, and Effingham goes up by a score, believe it or not, 8-6. And Effingham does have a kicker. That is number 11.
That is
excuse me, I take that back. I take that back. I believe it's going to be number 38. No, that's nope. It's number 86 again.
86
their
is
place kicker.
Mazel. Louise Mazel.
So Louise Mazel comes on for the extra point. Here's the snap and the hold. It's up. It's through. It's true. 9-6. Sounds like a Boston Red Sox Houston Astros score.
It does.
But 9-6 is your score with 38 seconds to go in the first quarter. Man, it's been a wild first quarter, but let's go over the stats real quick, Freddie.
Yeah, go over.
So for Effingham County, you've got four penalties with 1 turnover for a score. And Bradwell Institutes has 4 penalties, no turnovers, but they gave up a safety on one of the penalties. So, yeah, again, it's going to go the way of the turnovers. I'm telling you, it's going to go the way of the turnovers and the penalties.
Yeah, we talked about that beginning of the game. We talked about it on the way over here. You know, we said the team with the least amount of penalties and the least amount of turnovers is going to win this game. And so far
it's not true, but I guarantee you that'll turn around.
I believe you're right. But Effingham County's been able to drive the ball. They just keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, with
four penalties, 3 penalties in one drive, Freddie, and then one penalty or one big penalty in the second drive, and the turnover.
Yep, and the turnover. So good crowd. Senior night here, Effingham County.
We're Liberty County.
Effingham, listen,
it's
Liberty.
Okay,
yeah,
Bradwell. That's why I'm here. That's why you hired me. Keep you straight.
Yeah, keep me straight.
Hokie Jackson Stadium, Obie Field.
Yep. And there's the kick.
Again, another little pooch kick into the corner. And they had a speedster going down there trying to retrieve it, but he kicks it right about where it's going to be put into play at the 35-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10, Bradwell Institute at the 35. And again, good field position on trying some different special teams things. It doesn't work out. So
yeah,
I didn't even think about the special teams play when we came into the stadium, Freddie. I was just thinking about the penalties and the turnovers, and it may even boil down to a special team play.
This is a do or die for Effingham, I think, to make the playoffs, Tim. I think they're, what'd you say, 3-2?
Are they going to make them kick it again? You're kidding me. So they were given a gift at the 35-yard line. Hopefully this doesn't come back and bite them. But there's going to be a penalty. They're going to mark the football back 5 yards at the 35 for Effingham County and make them kick from there. Yeah, I think to make the playoffs, Freddie, I think they got to win two region ball games.
And they beat, that's what I was looking at. They beat Glen Academy.
Yep, that's one region game.
Yep, and that's the only region game because they lost to Richmond Hill to 28-6, and they're playing Bradwell. So this is going to get them in the playoffs if they win this game. And then Bradwell don't have but 2 games left, and that is against Brunswick and South Effingham County.
So this time it is a deep kick.
Wow.
All the way back to the 13-yard line. It's taken by, that's what I thought. It's taken by their return team and a little scrum right around the 27-yard line, but they lose 7 yards on the return.
If they would have
taken the football at the 35-yard line on the penalty.
Yep. I don't know what you're talking about now. I get you. I'm tracking.
Wow. Anyhow,
I'm picking up what you're putting down. I see what you're saying. So, yep, I agree. They should have just took the penalty and been happy.
Made it up to the 29-yard line, so that's only a 6-yard loss on the penalty. But again,
only a 6-yard loss.
Only a 6-yard loss on the penalty.
1st and 10 from the 30, though.
And they do have it 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Allen takes it himself, and he goes again. He's got a great stiff arm. And he gets out to the 50-yard line and stopped by number 2.
Yep, Allen.
Allen tackles Hall. Allen tackles Hall for a 20-yard pickup. Call it a 21-yard pickup all the way out the midfield. 1st and 10 with 22 seconds left to go in the quarter. They're right at midfield. Allen barking out signals. Got 3 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Hands off to Prince on an angle cut. And this time, Prince is stopped behind the line of scrimmage by a big number. I see it at 33. Flag comes in.
Keyshawn McCarr.
Way out of the backfield judge.
I believe it may have been a face mask. I'm not sure. We'll see right here.
No, I think it's taunting.
Really?
I believe so.
How would it be taunting? Because he threw it during
the back judge came in all the way over from the far corner and threw a flag and started pointing at one of the Bradwell Institute players.
Really?
This may offset each other. Have not seen an indication from the white hat yet.
No, he's still reading
I don't know
book.
why this has taken so long. So they are backing up Bradwell Institute 5, 10. That's 10 yards. Then after the play, 5, 10, 15 yards.
Cow.
And they're going to mark the football down at the 19-yard line.
19-yard line, yep.
And it's going to be 2 penalties on Bradwell Institute. And they're going to have
25.
Second and
no, longer than
35.
35, yep.
Actually, it's longer than that. So Allen
5, 10,
behind
15,
center.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 42 yards.
41 yards.
41 yards, yep.
And that's going to do it for the first quarter with your score 9-6.
Wow.
With Effingham County Rebels on top of the Bradwell Institute Tigers. You're listening to Low Country Radio, lowcountryradio.com. Freddie Howe, Tim Melhorn bringing Friday Night Lights. And we'll be back after these messages.
All right, we're hot. Hot, Mike's hot.
I know we're hot.
So, yeah, Mike's hot. So just so you know,
So-
here we go. Yeah, fun times at OV Field.
Hoagie Jackson Stadium.
Hoagie Jackson Stadium right here in
OV Field.
downtown Hinesville.
Yep. 12 minutes back on the clock. We ready?
Yep, here we go. I'm going to stop this commercial. There we go. Whoop. And we're back here.
And we're back. And now, when we come back, we've got a whistle blow.
Well,
I don't know
was that the start of the
exactly.
clock?
No. So it's 12 minutes on the clock, Freddie, because it's the end of the half. So no, they ain't gonna start the clock. Not without a snap of a football. So what happened is the back judge was over there running his mouth with the coach of Effingham County, who was not in position to start the second quarter. And the white hat had already blown the football in play. So he was telling him to hold off until everybody got into place. And now they are back into play. Allen
second
with
42.
second down and 42 to go. Here's a snap. Allen is about to get sacked. He is off the corner, and he takes it hard off the corner.
And that's going to be
It's going to make it third down
50.
and 51 yards. So third and forever.
Yeah. Third and Richmond Hill, and you will get a first down.
Yeah, if you take 84 out of town and go all the way down 90 to 95 through Midway, you might get a first down here. So third down and 51 yards to go. 3 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Hall back in the shotgun. They're going to bring the house again. They do. There's an underneath pass, and that's to number 13. And he picks up maybe 11 yards, so that's going to bring up 4th down and 41.
Yeah, it was Timothy Brown, number 4, on the tackle there.
And it was Elijah Melford with the reception all the way out to the 16-yard line. So that's going to bring up 4th and 41, or 4th and 39. No, I take that back. I only pick up 6 yards. That's going to be 45. So 4th and 45.
45, yep. I counted them.
I'm glad you did. With 10:37 on the clock and running, 13 seconds on the play clock. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Here's a snap. There's the kick. It does a spiral kick for the Rebels, for the Bradwell Institute Tigers, and they get the football all the way out to the 50-yard line. So they didn't flop the field on them, but they did get it out of the danger zone. They given them half the field to work with.
Yep.
But again, great starting field positions. And let's go over the stats again. 6 penalties now for Bradwell Institute, 4 penalties and 1 turnover for Effingham County, and the score is 9-6 Effingham County with a short field and a whole quarter of clock to play with.
Yep. And here they come out. Centers over the ball. Matthew Ford in the gun as the quarterback. He's got 2 wideouts on the right, 1 on the left. He's got a running back. It looks like Allen right there. No, that's the number 30 on the left-hand side. He hands it off to big number 30, and number 30 tries to go over the left-hand side. That's a Xavier Kopak.
Good stop right there by number 43.
Xavier
that is
there,
Tyler Jones, defensive end, 6'3", 200-pound junior for Bradwell Institute. Pickup of 2 yards. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 8.
I think Xavier's a pretty big guy there.
Yes, he is.
Matthews in the gun. He's got Xavier on the right-hand side. He's going to take it and throw it over here to number 12.
And great job right there from a defensive back trying to pick up his number for Bradwell Institute, who shot past the block, and that's Camden Guy, wide receiver, free safety junior, 6 foot 175, and he read that, sniffed it out, and just shut the block.
That was on the Sag Bacon.
So loss of 2 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 11, Freddie.
Yep. Ford's in the gun now. He's got 2 on the right, 2 wideouts on the right, 1 on the left. Now he's Allen's going to run to the. He's going to little pooch throw over to number 21. 21's going to take it over to the left-hand side. He's got 5, 10, 15, 20, all the way down to about the 15-yard line before he gets tackled.
Pickup of about 31 yards on a little toss pass. So Allen just stepped up in the pocket, Freddie, and just dumped it. A little dump, 2-yard pass to number 21.
I was scared he'd cross the line of scrimmage when he dumped that ball, but I reckon he did not. But I'll tell you, I don't know who number 21 is. He's not on my roster. So
he can run.
Know. Yeah, he can run.
Child can run. But he is not on our roster.
Yep.
Sorry, we can't call his name, ladies and gentlemen.
He's way over here on the right-hand side, 2 wideouts. Now he's going to take the ball and hand it off to, I think that's Xavier.
That's Allen again.
Allen.
He takes it. Yep, he takes it up the middle, probably about 5 yards. A little grinding run right there. Kept his legs moving. And that's going to be a little shorter than 4. It's going to make it 2nd down and 4 to go with 8:35 on the clock, right around the 9-yard line, Freddie?
Yep, I believe so. So looks like Bradwell is going to call a timeout and get their defense over here and talk to them.
Try to get them set up.
8:35 to go, 9-6. What a score of a football game, 9-6. Wow, you don't hear that very often.
It's a very high-scoring baseball game.
Yep. at penalties. I was trying to keep up with the penalties. What did you say Bradwell's got?
Bradwell Institute's got 6 penalties for I can't tell you how many yards, but
1 touch.
The Effingham County has 5 penalties and 1 turnover.
1 turnover, okay. So
right now it's kind of even, and the score is kind of close, but Bradwell is trailing by 3 with a 9-6 score.
So we're going to try to keep up with the penalties tonight. I'll tell you, I'll never forget the night we were over Liberty County. What was like 50-something flags before we finally we quit counting. We were like, okay.
No, I didn't quit counting. I kept counting because I wanted to see if it was some kind of Georgia high school record.
It was a bunch of flags that night.
I'm not sure if this is the same officiating crew that night as well.
So here we go. Rebels over the ball. Matthews back there. He's got big number 30, Xavier, on the left-hand side of him. He's got 2 wideouts on the left. He hands the ball off to Xavier. Xavier's going to go over the left-hand side. Just
hard
run
running
over somebody, and he's still fighting to get in. I think he got across the goal line for a touchdown.
So 6 points. That was a 11-yard scamper a 9-yard scamper by number 30.
Xavier.
Hard running right there at the end. He had dragging 3 defensive players for Bradwell across the goal line, but he broke the plane, and the line judge over there saw him break the plane and threw his hands in the air and blew the whistle. So that's going to be 6 more, make it a 15-6 game right now with 8:27 to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, there's
number 86 comes on for the extra point try.
Mazel.
There's a snap and the hold. The kick is up. The kick is through. The kick is no good.
What?
Off to the left. He pulled it, and the score remains 16-6 with 8:27 to go here in the first quarter. Man, I tell you what, let's see if Bradwell can get some kind of drive going on.
Second quarter
In the first half.
Yeah, first half. Yeah.
And let's see if this possession, Bradwell can get some kind of momentum going on offense and not get to a point where they're shooting themselves in the foot against this Effingham County Rebel defense. But the momentum all right now is on Effingham County's side.
Yeah, and Effingham County's got to have this game to go on into the playoffs. I think the 2 wins is going to get them in the playoffs.
Yeah, 2 region wins will allow them to, I think, the third spot.
Yep. So Richmond Hill is over there playing Glen Academy tonight. South Effingham is playing Statesboro.
Statesboro. I know where you're from, Ware County.
Statesboro. That's where it's from. Statesboro.
One of them sound like one of them Ware County Gators down there, Freddie.
Yep, I'm fixing to pull up some scores. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm waiting to see what's going on down there.
You pull up some scores, and I'll keep up with the game here. So again, Xavier, what's his name?
Luis.
Xavier comes and approaches the football, kicks it deep, and it's going to come down around the 13-yard line, taken by Bradwell Institute Tiger, and he gets past the 21 out to about the 23-yard line. Why he stopped his momentum, number 7, that's Trayvon Jackson. Why he stopped when he got into the scrum, I have no idea, but he put on the brakes, and it just allowed the Effingham County Rebels defensive crew just to basically maul him. You got to kind of run yourself through that, man.
Exactly.
So, again, but that is Trayvon Jackson, running back, so strong safety senior, 5'10", 170 pounds. And he's coming out on offense.
Glen Academy's Terra 7, Richmond Hill Wildcats 7.
Along with Hall, who is at quarterback. And now we've got Jackson, who's in the backfield. Don't know where Prince is set up at. Here's a snap, and Hall takes it. He reads his defense and saw that the defensive end was crashing. So he turns it up and gets positive yards out of it. Gets about 4 yards. Not a bad call. A little longer than 3 yards, so call it about 4.
Yeah, it was
Keisha. Bring up a 2nd down and 6.
Keyshawn McCarr on the tackle there for the Effingham County Rebels.
Jackson stays in the backfield with Hall, who's got 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver right, and a whistle blows. And I believe that's going to be, That's going to be a offensive penalty. And that's going to back them up 5 yards and put them behind the chains on second down. It's going to be 2nd and 11.
7 penalties now.
And the clock starts running. So 2nd and 11 now for Hall and Jackson in the backfield. Again, you had 2 receivers, and now they're bunching up. 3 receivers off to the right, 1 receiver off to the left, and Jackson in the backfield. Hall trying to get him to jump off sides. Effingham did not. Here's going to run a play. He drops back. He's got time. And now the pocket collapse on him. He's going to tuck the ball and run. He's going to get out of the 30 to the 27, right around the 30-yard line, almost the 29-yard line. I believe he picks up maybe 7 yards on the run.
Good.
And again, another penalty down in the back. Holding. That's 8. Holding on Bradwell Institute. And that's 2 penalties so far on this drive that has backed them up behind the chains.
That ain't going to win you no games right there, Tim. I hate to tell you.
And the flag is back here way deep in the backfield, so it is a spot foul, which they're going to be spotted half the distance to the goal right around the 5-yard line. So let's make it the 6-yard line. And that's going to bring up second down. And let's see, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's 27 yards.
26, 27 yards. Yep.
27 yards. And Hall with Jackson back behind him with 2 receivers off to the left, 1 receiver off to the right. Here's a snap. He backs up deep into his end zone. Little screen over the middle and is met immediately.
That was Timothy Brown.
It was Tim Brown. That was Melvin, the wide receiver senior, 6'2", 190, right over the middle. And that picked up only 2 yards. Wow, that was a very generous spot because he caught the football on the other side of the 10-yard line. And they gave the defense backwards momentum on that one. And that's going to bring up a third down, and let's call it 14 yards. No, it's going to be more than 14. That's going to be 24 yards. Here's a snap to Allen. He rolls out to the right. He is caught. He is going down. That's another safety. So that's going to make it 18-6 on 2 safeties by the Rebel defense. And the Bradwell Institute Tigers are going to have to punt again from the the 20-yard line with 6:34 on the clock. 18-6 is your score.
Wow.
So not a turnover, but all these penalties added up to them being back there, and then his offensive line just broke down. It was only a 4-man rush, Freddie.
I know.
But he rolled out to the right, and it looked like his offensive line was blocking to the right. So that didn't equate very well when he backed up in the end zone trying to get out of there.
Yeah, I try not to throw the ball out of the end zone anyhow. I would have run the ball, try to get something. I even if I had to hit the quarterback run it.
Just a little throw out to the flats and let let somebody on a one-on-one situation get as much yards as you can. I mean, I'll take that, but trying to go deep,
you can't. Nope. So.
Not when the defense has all the momentum, and no, it's difficult to do. 18-6 your score. 6:34 on the clock. Bradwell with 2 safeties now in the game, or excuse me, Effingham with 2 safeties in the game. 4 points scored on safeties.
Speaking of scores, Statesboro Blue Devils 14, South Effingham 6.
Here's a kick. He's going to kick it out of bounds over here.
That's going to be another
right
penalty.
Around the 45-yard line, 46-yard line. That is going to be a penalty, and I would be surprised if Effingham doesn't make him kick it again.
Wow.
So, yep, they're going to make him kick it again at the 15-yard line on another penalty.
So how many is that now?
9. 9 penalties in the first half for Bradwell Institute. 5 penalties in the half for Effingham County. They're going to back it up 5 yards and make him kick it again from the 15-yard line. And if I was him, I would definitely try to put it in play.
Yeah, I would definitely not kick it to the sideline. He did this last
week.
He kicked a couple out of
last Friday night against Statesboro.
I don't know why he aims towards the sideline. He's got a pretty good leg on him.
Not sure that he does. I'm just not sure if he gets enough of it. This time he does, and it received at the 45-yard line by number 2. That's Allen. Allen takes it past the 40-yard line all the way down to the 38
38-yard line.
38-yard line, and that's where Effingham County is going to start 1st and 10 from their 37-yard line of Bradwell Institute. So, again, they got another opportunity here. We'll see if if Effingham County can capitalize on it.
Good field position.
Oh, great field position. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Their last drive started at the 50-yard line, so that was a 50-yard line touchdown drive. Now this one's starting at 38-yard line with 6:28 on the clock and after a safety.
Yep, here they come out. The center's over the ball. Matthew Ford, he's back there in the gun. He's got 4 wideouts, 3 on the right, 1 on the left. He's got that big Xavier on the left-hand side of him. He's going to roll back. He's going to actually try to throw it.
There's a holding call, and he got sacked.
He gets sacked back way past the 50-yard line over about the 46, 7, maybe 48. Where are they going to set that ball down?
Well, the flag came in at the 49-yard line. So they're declining the penalty?
Declining it?
Are you kidding me?
What? Was he waving the flag off, or was he saying it was declined? Because that would have been.
He was declining the penalty.
Well, they moved it back.
The penalty would have been back here where they spotted the football at, and it would have been 10 more yards.
Easy.
Oh, wow. Okay. So,
second and about
11. Oh, excuse me, 2nd and 20, yeah.
Yep. So Matthews in the gun. He's got wideouts on the right, and he fakes the handoff to Xavier. He throws it over to number 9. Number 9 is going to try to turn up. He fumbles the ball, but Effingham County recovers it.
Right around the 50-yard line. He loses 2 yards on the play. It's going to be 4th down now, I believe, and 28 yards to go.
Yeah, don't know who number 9 is. He's not on our roster. We don't have several of these players on our roster, but
so the penalty on Effingham that was declined, should we count it or no? No, because it was a decline.
No, it was declined. Yeah, Ford's in the gun. He's got 3 wideouts way over there on the left, 1 over here on the right. He's going to roll back. He's going to throw it over here to number 6. That's Seth Lynch. Seth Lynch is going to turn up the field and get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Right about the line of scrimmage. He picks up about 12 yards on the carry on the reception, and that's going to put him around the 39-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th.
Yep, and they're going to punt. Man, I thought we was going to get something out of that with that good field position. Wouldn't you have thought something?
I don't know.
I would have thought they would have turned something positive out of that good field position they had from the turnover, or from the.
They just shot themselves in the foot also. But, it was good defense. Can't take it away from Bradwell Institute. It was great defensive effort right there. So here's the young man on the punt. There is a little backwards spinner, and it's going to come down around the 10-yard line, taking Effingham bounce all the way down to the 7-yard line. So they pin them deep. Does Effingham County. Hopefully Bradwell will get the football out of their danger zone here, because they've already taken 2 sacks for four points on 2 safeties in the back.
Tyler Wells, the punter for Effingham County. He's doing a good job. He's a senior, 6'1", 185. But Tyler,
that was a 37-yard punt, but he killed it right there at the 7-yard line, Freddie.
Yeah, and he kicked a 70-yard punt, the first punt tonight.
All the way down to the 5-yard line and made it die right there, man. It was unreal. Absolutely phenomenal.
He's doing his job.
So Bradwell comes back out with 4:33 on the clock, trailing 18-6. And Allen takes the ball, takes it off the right-hand side. Sorry about that. It's not Allen. That is number 5, who loses yards on this play back to the 5-yard line. That is Prince. So Michael Prince in the Wildcat doesn't get any yards, loses 3 yards on the play, all the way back to the 5-yard line. We got a player down.
Yeah, he slowly gets up. He's
Prince. Prince does get up. and he runs off the field. I think he just got the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah, that ain't a good feeling.
No. So time was called for the injury timeout, or stop the clock. But they're going to start the clock again with second down, let's call it 12 at the 5-yard line. Now, Hall is back behind center.
If I was behind
Melvin.
If I was behind Tim, I wouldn't be dragging my
pitch to Melvin. Melvin tries to get on the corner. He does not. He shot the gap by number 33, the linebacker for Effingham County, shot the gap and caught him back behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard. Make that 2 yards all the way back to the 4-yard line. They actually had the ball spotted at the 6. Now it's back at the 4-yard line. Call it 3rd and 14.
Keyshawn McCarr for Effingham County, number 33, the linebacker there.
They better be very careful right here on this 3rd down run.
I just think they're wasting a lot of time. They're acting like they got all the time in the world, and the clock's ticking for the half to go out.
Here's the snap. Hall rolls off to his right. He's got a receiver wide open by 7 yards and could not hit him.
Overthrew him
by about another 7 yards, but man, he was absolutely wide open, and it would have been nothing but a cloud of dust.
Yep.
For 96 yards.
And here he was again, throwing out of his end zone.
He was throwing out of the end zone, and 96 yards later, it could have been another 6, but overthrew him by about 5 to 7 yards. Now they got a punt.
But he was going for the deep ball again.
They've got a punt out of their own end zone, man. I don't know about you, Freddie, but if I was Effingham County, I'd be bringing the house right now. Here's a good snap. Quick kick.
They got it.
Gets out of there, but it's going to be a Effingham County ball right around the 25-yard line. It's going to be put the nose of the football right at the 25. So they have flopped the field big time on Bradwell Institute. So 1st and 10 from the 25 from the Bradwell Institute 25-yard line, Freddie.
I think Seth Lynch got his hand on that ball, Tim. It looked like
might have.
For Effingham County. He was back there right in front of the punter, and I believe he got his hand on it. And
I can tell you this, special teams is not Bradwell Institute's strong
suit. No, they definitely not. So here we go. Effingham County.
Short field.
Yep, centers over the ball on about the 25-yard line. Ford's in the gun. He's got 2 wideouts on the left, 1 on the right. They got Xavier right there beside him. He throws it over there. I think that's I can't tell whose number that was. Number 48. First time we've seen him, but he threw it over to the left-hand side, and he turns up. He's got some positive yardage. Probably, 8 yards?
7 yards out of that. It's going to be 2nd down and 3.
No 48 on the roster, so I don't know who that is.
All the way down to the 17-yard line. That's where they spot the football, Freddie.
Yep. Ford breaks the huddle. He don't have any running backs now in the backfield. He's got it's a spread offense. Everybody's over everywhere. There's 4 wideouts on the right, 1 on the left. He's in the gun right by himself out here. He's going to throw it over to this right-hand side, and it's number 5, I believe. That's Kerry Wallace on the reception. Did he get a first down?
No, he got about a yard out of that because he decided to make a football move and run backwards and was tackled after he made a football move. So he does not get forward progress because he tried to make a football move.
Okay.
So it's going to be 3rd and 1, make it a long one, maybe 3rd and 2 with 1:55:53 on the clock and running.
Xavier lining up right beside Ford now. Ford's going to put number 21 in motion. We don't know who that is. He's not on the roster. He hands it off to Xavier. And he's going to get tackled right there.
And a flag.
That could be holding.
It is. It's a holding call. I don't know who it's on. Holding against Effingham. They're going to back them up. Okay. So they are going to take the penalty. And that is Effingham County's 6th penalty.
So they're going to back them up, and they're going to replay that down again. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 11 yards. So 3rd and 11 now.
It is going to be 3rd and 11.
So Xavier lined up on the right-hand side. Now he goes over to the left-hand side of Ford. Ford's in the gun. He's got wideouts everywhere. He's going to throw it over to the other side. And he's got it. He's got a receiver, but his receiver gets tackled immediately. I believe that's
short.
Keon Wallace, number 3, way over on the left hand.
Number 7.
It was number 7? Nathan Hayes.
So Nathan Hayes gets 9 of it, maybe 10 of it back, but it was third and 11. Now it's 4th and 1.
I'd go
right
for
around
it.
the 16-yard line. Why not? It's
Yeah.
109 on the clock and running, and you're up 18-6. Yeah, I'd go for it.
Yep. So we got one wide out. I can't tell. Is that Allen right beside Ford? I believe it is. He hands it off to Allen. Allen's got something. If he would go.
Turn it up, son.
What are you doing? Quit running
Dancing
side to
around.
side. Yeah, running up the field. So anyhow, he finally turns and runs up the field after he runs 20 yards to the left or the right. Now he runs up the field and gets a first down. And he's down to
Why would you not just immediately hit that hole, Freddie, and keep your legs churning?
Especially when you're trying to get
you would
a
have
first
probably got
down.
us just as many yards.
Absolutely. So 42-41 on the clock. Ford takes the ball. He throws it over to center to number 5, who was well covered, and the ball just hits the ground and bounces out of there, stops the clock. 37 seconds to go. Second quarter. First half fixing to come to a close, and 18-6 to Effingham County Rebels on top of the Bradwell Institute Tigers.
Attempted spot pass. Little quick post on that, and did not make that completion. Stopped the clock with 37 seconds.
Another running back runs in. We got Heavy on the right-hand side, the strong side over here. Now he's going to roll over here and throw it.
Oh, had him, Freddie.
He had him, and he overthrew him.
By about a yard.
Rolled to the right. They had all the blockers, all the setup it was Heavy on the right-hand side, strong side's what they call it. Threw it to number 5. That's Kerry Wallace. And just overthrew him.
Look at the height advantage that kid's got on the cornerback.
Here we go, 2nd and goal, 33 seconds on the clock. Ford takes the ball, he hands it to that's Xavier, and Xavier just bulldozers his way right on in for a touchdown.
He literally ran over two players at the 1 yard line.
Yep, that's Xavier.
Did Xavier, number 30. And, man, if that wasn't a statement, I don't know what is. But I tell you what, that young man just bulldozed
he did.
Two players from Bradwell Institute and caught him standing still and just bowled his way into the end zone. 24-6 your score. Number 86, the kicker.
Yeah, that's
comes on for the extra point attempt. He missed his last try.
Mazzell.
So Mazzell back on for another attempt. Here's a snap. Low snap, bad snap. And he tries to get it up and is blocked and knocked down. And apparently last week we learned the Georgia high school rules. You cannot return a kick for an extra point attempt for any points. So that goes the two missed opportunities right there. So the score remains 24-6. Effingham County on top with 28 seconds left to go.
Wow.
Here in the second quarter.
What a game.
So let's go over some stats real quick, Freddie.
All right, do it.
For Effingham County, there are 6 penalties, 1 turnover. So that's a grand total of 7. And on Bradwell Institute, there are 9 penalties so far with no turnovers yet, but 9 penalties. So 9-7. And the score is 24-6.
We're not counting that turnover. That I thought we were going to count the turnover down here that ended up in a safety.
No, that was a penalty.
That was a penalty?
Yep.
It was
an intentional grounding penalty.
Okay, so
which
zero
in the end zone.
Okay, right.
Which in the end zone is just a penalty. It's not a turnover.
Okay, I got you. Well, the moon ain't quite as full as it's been being, Tim. It's popping up over the stadium.
Looking good, though. No clouds in the sky right now.
Over on the east side of the field. 28 seconds to go. Second quarter. First half fixing to come to an end. 24-6. Effingham County on top. There's the kick.
It's a grounder. Couple of hops and Leatawa. picks it up right at the 34-yard line. Good field position, starting field position, but only 27 seconds left to go for Bradwell Institute here in the first half. They're going to give him up to the 35-yard line, are they? Wow.
Yeah.
That's extremely generous.
Generous spot.
It is a very generous spot. So, Bradwell Institute will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35, but only 27 seconds left in the quarter and in the half. And I don't see any of the band down on the field.
Well, they got to be somewhere because they're not here.
I know they're not in the stands. I don't know what the dealio is.
I don't know.
But anyway,
don't see them.
Apparently it's senior night here, so I'm not sure what they're going to do. Here's Hall back behind center, and he's got Travius Jackson in the backfield with him. He picks up the blitz, and he throws over the center, and if he could have got a little bit more on that, he had wide open, cutting across the middle, Elijah Melford. And if Elijah would have made a little bit of a different route, he could have caught that football.
Keyshawn McCarr was all
blitz
over him in the backfield, though, for
huge
Effingham.
blitz. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 men in the backfield for the Effingham County Rebels. So nothing but blitzing. But the front four was way back in there. 23 seconds left on the clock. Hall calls for it. He has it. He throws over here to the out.
Nope.
And not a very good pass attempt. But he was throwing to Besant. And Besant could not get to the ball. That's going to bring up 3rd down now and 10 at the 35 with 20 seconds. So 7 seconds they've only ran off the clock, and Effingham County could be licking their chops right now. They haven't used but one timeout. They've got 2 more to go. So an incomplete pass right here. If they decide, we got Leatawa in the backfield now. Here's the snap. Hall goes up the middle and is dropped, and there's going to be a timeout call by Effingham County. Should be.
Yeah, I would.
No, I think Effingham's just going to let it run out. They are. So 4th down, and they're going to go to halftime. And 2-1 on the clock, and there it goes. But loss of 1 yard on that play. And they go to half with the Bradwell Institute Tigers trailing the Effingham County Rebels by a score of 24-6. You're listening to Low Country Radio, lowcountryradio.com. Freddie Howell, Tim Melhorn, to bring you Friday Night Lights here at Hokie Jackson Stadium, Olvie Field in Liberty County.
Right. And we'll be back right after these messages, and we'll update you on some scores. We got some scores coming up, and we'll be back shortly. So stay tuned. We'll catch you up on the scores.
their property management portfolio. The Barker team of Coastal Georgia. Live, work, and play here. Call them at 912-756-6888 or look them up on the web at liveworkplayricmondhill.com.
How can we make McDonald's hot and deliciously juicy quarter pounder even more delicious? One word: bacon. The new fresh beef quarter pounder bacon or deluxe. 2 new ways to leave you speechless. Pair it with any size soft drink for just $1.
MITRE GIS mapping, GPS, and survey. Servicing Chatham, Bryan, Effingham, Liberty, and Wayne counties. For all your surveying needs, contact the pros at MITRE. With 40 years of experience, you'll be in good hands. Services include lot, subdivision, construction permit, design surveys, and elevation certificates for FEMA flood insurance. For all your surveying needs, contact Mike Ferreira at 912-354-4145 or 912-657-3091. MITRE, surveying and mapping the low country for over 3 years.
Tough times right now in the car business. No chips, no cars. No chips, no trucks. We got Chip Welch and we got OC Welch and we got 500 plus vehicles to choose from. Largest inventory in South Carolina. That's right, largest inventory in South Carolina. Probably the largest inventory in Southeast Georgia and South Carolina. Maybe Southeast United States. I don't know. All I know is we got plenty of vehicles to choose from. A lot of dealers taking advantage of this, charging over sticker price for their cars. We don't do that at OC Welch. We discount our vehicles because we want everybody to buy from us all the time. Not just today, but today, tomorrow, any day. Go see OC today, Highway 278, Hardyville, South Carolina. Thank you very much, and God bless America. Amen, hallelujah, and a boom shakalaka. Thank you from OC, Bo, Chip, and Gus. Thank you very much.
We've got your sports. We've got your good times. And we've got your music.
Your favorite.
Right here on Low Country Radio. Tune us
Your body signal that something is wrong and requires attention. At Palmer Chiropractic, we isolate the source and do our best to provide solutions, free of drugs and surgery. Remember, at Palmer Chiropractors, your health is our concern. Palmer Chiropractic proudly serves Richmond Hill, Midway, Georgetown, and Pembroke. To learn more, visit palmerchiroga.com or schedule an appointment. Call 912-756-3433.
Low Country Radio is proud to be bringing you the Game of the Week. Thanks to our sponsors, Palmer Chiropractic, Geo Vista, Magnolia Coastal Properties, Richmond Hill Pharmacy, McDonald's, OC Welch Ford, Love Seafood and Steaks, Bodiford Realty, Smoke and Pig, A-Plus Quality Contracting, Papa's Pizza to Go, Low Country Pond, Coastal Hydration Therapy, ProLift Garage Doors, Meredith Gibson Realty, MITR Surveying, and the Richmond Hill Bryan County Chamber of Commerce. We encourage you to visit our sponsors and please eat, shop, and buy local. Be safe and support your local high school sports.
Papa knows best at Papa's Pizza to Go. Grab a quick, tasty, and affordable lunch during our daily buffet from 11:30 to 2:30. It's worth the ride to Richmond Hill to the home of the new deep dish square pan pizza. The dough is made fresh every day for the cheesiest, crunchiest 10-piece pizza around. Breadsticks, cheese sticks, cinnamon sticks, wings, chicken tenders, calzones, curly fries, and chips to whet any appetite. Log on to papaspizzatogo.com for coupons.
You gotta
visit us in Richmond Hill in the way station.
And we're back. And wow, what a game we have here. It's 23-6. Bradwell Institute losing to Effingham County Rebels right now. Effingham County Rebels trying to make it a 2-region win to get into the playoffs over here in Hinesville, Georgia, as the Bradwell Institute band takes the field. We're at half. And we got some scores. The Southeast Bullitt County Yellow Jackets, I reckon they played last night, Tim. They took on the Beach Bulldogs 32-0. Ooh. Liberty County Panthers took on the Grove Rebels 45-0.
How?
Yeah, Camden County right now is on top of the Tifton Blue Devils 7-0. So Camden County is from what I'm reading still, Glen Academy Terras is 7, Richmond Hill Wildcats 7, Lee County Trojans 21, Northside Warner Robins 7, Valdosta Wildcats 7. Houston County Bears 0. Statesboro Blue Devils 21. South Effingham County 6. Evans Knight 28. Heritage Conyers Patriots 6. Let's try to find some scores from our area. There's a lot going on tonight around the state, as there usually is. The Coffee Trojans 12, Veteran Warhawks 7.
Is there a reason why they changed the score here?
I don't know. They just lowered it to 23 instead of 24, didn't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wayne County Yellow Jackets 7, Warner Robins Demons 42. Let's see. Searching on down. If you got any scores, you want to text them to us or call us. Call Tim's number. Tattenall County Battle Creek Warriors 3, Brantley County Herons 0, Pierce County Bears 16, Long County Blue Tide 0. Boy, Pierce County Bears, they got a team. Again this year, they've just been producing a lot of winning football teams down there here lately. Let's see. We closed the window so you don't get drowned out by the band, because the band is right in front of us. The Fitzgerald Purple Hurricanes 8.
The what?
Fitzgerald
Purple Hurricanes. That's not what you said.
What did I say?
Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald Purple Hurricanes 8. Thomasville Bulldogs 7.
8-7. Okay.
Yeah, Bacon County Red Raiders. Red Rover. Bring the Red Raiders on over. Yeah, 21 to East Lawrence Falcons 28. Yeah, Jeff Davis Yellow Jackets 7. Swainsboro Tigers 8.
Wow.
Yeah. Toombs County Bulldogs 14. Vidalia Indians 6. And what was the team you was looking at last week?
Jeff Davis.
Yeah, that was Jeff Davis. I just said, wasn't it?
Yeah. He did.
Irwin County Indians 22. Charlton County Indians 7. Oh, my Lord. This is the game we were going to go try to call, Tim. Metter Tigers over Bryan County Redskins. Guess the score.
52-0.
50-6. Pretty good guess, though. Claxton Tigers 15. Portal Panthers 15. McIntosh Academy Buccaneers 25. Scriven County Gamecocks 6. Yeah, we said McIntosh Academy was going to.
Yeah, kind of dominant. I thought they were going to dominate in single A.
Yeah, I did too. So, still looking. I guess Ware County must be off this week. I don't see a score, or I missed them. A lot of. Did I talk about the Brooks County Trojans 29 and the Clinch County Panthers 16?
Yes, you did.
I did. Okay, yeah, just make sure. Yeah, that's about from our area. The rest of them's up around Atlanta, and I don't think anybody on here wants to care about. Maybe they do. Worth County Rams 14, Berry and Rebels 7, Cook Hornets 7, Early County Bobcats 0. Let's see. I believe that's going to do it for the scores, Tim. So what about this game here? Let's talk about the penalties. We had, I think, from what I recall, Bradwell ended up with 9 penalties.
Yes, sir.
And Effingham County ended up with 6 penalties.
Yes, and 1 turnover.
That
was an actual scoop and score. And again, we said the team with the least amount of penalties and turnovers is going to win this ball game. And so far, they are winning this ball game. And yeah, I sat here and did the math, Freddie, and I think they're right. I believe that. So they started off with 7 points, and it was 7-6. Effingham was up by 1, and then they scored 2 safeties, so that would have been 11. And then they scored another touchdown and missed the extra point, so that would have been 17. And then they scored another touchdown and missed the extra point. And that would have been 23. So, yeah. So, yes, I believe the score is correct. It's 23-6.
So they had it wrong at halftime while ago.
Or while the clock was running.
Yeah.
I believe that maybe the scorekeeper up here did not see the extra point missed. It looked good to me, but apparently they said no. It went outside of the goalpost. So 39 seconds, 38 seconds left to go in halftime. I think they're going to extend it because the band is still out on the field. So,
yeah, senior night here, and
gives them an opportunity to warm up. So they'll probably give them an extra 3 minutes.
Bryan County, Bradwell Institute. So it was senior night here, and they had a lot of seniors before the game, and they had a lot of seniors at halftime. Tim, I don't know what senior group, if it was just all the seniors that wanted to walk, or if it was the seniors from the band and the football.
I was trying to listen in to the announcer, and they announced that it was senior participation. So I guess maybe all of the clubs and all of the other entities that go along in involvement with extracurricular activities at school, and all the seniors were announced to include the ROTC.
Oh, okay.
Or JROTC. So, but the tremendous amount of turnout and a lot of the participation on the local community. And it's a great turnout here tonight. They extended the halftime by 3 minutes, and they're going to give Effingham County an opportunity to warm up while the band exits the field, and we'll get ready for the second half. 23-6 is your score, and I don't know if Bradwell Institute has the ability to come back from a score this bad with the offense that they're running right now, Freddie. It's really hit or miss, and Armando Hall has really not taken control of the offense and gotten into a rhythm. He's found himself too many times laying on his back behind the line of scrimmage, and I believe that they need to turn that around, maybe with the running game. But the defensive line for Effingham County has not really given up anything to the extent of a running game other than the quarterback sneaks.
Exactly.
Or the quarterback intentional draws and runs.
Yeah, he's the only one that's made any good positive yards, pretty much.
I think they've held Prince to maybe positive 2 or 3 yards in the first half.
And Prince got the air knocked out of him one time, or something happened.
It was on an end around. Yep.
Oh,
excuse me. I take that back. It was on a wildcat direct snap to Prince, and he tried to take it off that right-hand side late in the second half and lost yardage on that.
Now, me and you call that the wildcat, but over in Richmond Hill, they call it the gator. What's the difference?
One's an amphibian and the other one's a mammal.
You so smart.
One's a dinosaur and the other one is a mammal.
Man, you must have went to Jenkins High School.
I did.
Oh, gee, that's what it is. You went to Jenkins.
A graduate from Jenkins High School. Right on. Yes. Which I don't know if you've seen it or not, but they did a renovation over there, and my family, all of us graduated from Jenkins High School, and we bought the commemorative bricks that has our names on them and our class dates on them, and the renovations that they've done over there is just absolutely unbelievable, man.
That's good.
They took a school that was built in the early 50s and completely renovated it to the point to where it is an amazing, up-to-date, state-of-the-art facility.
Well, you know what? I like to hear that, because you know what?
Do
I hate to see them tear down these brick and mortar things and then rebuild back something that's less than what it was.
So Bradwell, here's the kick. deep to Effingham, and I believe it's number 30. No, number 1.
Yeah, actually Thompson with
He's got a
Effingham
seam
County
out there.
Rebels.
He's got a
it.
seam, and he's all the way out to the 46. I believe they're going to knock him down right at the 46-yard line. That's where he's going to start. The Rebels are going to start 1st and 10 from their own 46.
Yeah, Ashley Thompson there. He had a seam over there, and he kind of looked like he give it to gas and backed off, give it to gas and backed off, and then he got some Tigers that got caught up with him when he backed off a couple of times. But
36-yard return.
He was trying to find a hole there.
He received it at the 10-yard line, got all the way back out to the 46-yard line.
Centers over the ball for the Rebels. Matthew Ford, the quarterback. He's in the gun. He's got 3 wideouts way over here by us. We're on the west side of the field. Now he throws it over to Ashley Thompson again. Ashley Thompson turns it up the field, and he's got about 9 yards or 9 yards before they drag him down. So close to a first down, Tim. It looks like. See where they spot it.
Looks like they're spotting it a little bit short, right around the 46-yard line. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 2.
So
the line to get is the 44.
So 8 yards on that play.
I didn't know if they missed a block in the back over here.
4 wideouts now on the east side of the field. We're on the west side. Matthew takes the ball, throws it over to number 6.
Double stack.
Seth Lynch, unless Seth Lynch gets tackled immediately, which loses about 4 or 5 yards.
And Camden Gay was on the stop over there with a loss of yardage, maybe about 5 yards back to the 50, right at the 50-yard line. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 6. And that was a great gap shoot by Camden Guy. And he did it over here, but I thought he was blocked in the back. But this time, the receiver let him go.
So Matthews in the gun. He puts one guy in motion from right to left. He throws it over to double covered Matthew. No, that's Seth Lynch. Excuse me. He's double covered. He threw it over there right between 2.
Jihad Prince on the play, number 10, who knocked the ball down. Good play by him. I thought he could have possibly picked it off, but he just reached out with his right arm and knocked it down. That's going to bring up 4th down and 6 at the 50-yard line. They're going to punt, Freddie.
Yeah, Seth had 2 defenders on both sides of him. That was a bad place to throw the ball.
Good defensive stance by the Tigers of Bradwell Institute.
Tyler Wells back there to punt. There's big foot, big leg into that punt. Goes down about the 20-yard line where it's going to be called fair catch by number 5. I believe that is, Tim.
It is. I believe that is Prince that came down with the football. No, it's number 3, and we don't have a number 3 on our chart, on our roster. So, but it's going to be placed down at the 20-yard line. No penalty on the play. So 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line for the Bradwell Institute Tigers. Hall comes out and is hopefully going to take charge of the offense here. He does have Prince in the backfield with him, Michael Prince. So Prince and Hall in the backfield. He's got 2 receivers out to the left, 1 receiver off to the right. In the spread offense, he's got Leatawa back in like a nickel back. Here's a snap. Leatawa cuts across and gets a block on the outside. Prince takes the football, puts his head down, picks up a good hard, call it 3 yards. Out to the 23. That's going to bring up 2nd and 7. Positive yards there on a carry, Freddie.
Yep. Finally. We can just keep it going, make something happen. 10:06, 10:05 to go.
Leatawa came across from his nickelback position over there behind the left tackle and came all the way across the line and picked up that defensive end on the block and kind of sprung that play. Hall calls and barks out again. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. This time Hall calls his own number. This time they were not fooled by it. And they stop him, I believe, at the line of scrimmage or maybe a yard difference behind the line. Nope, it's going to remain right there at the line of scrimmage. You got back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd down and 7 now.
Yeah, it was Bryce Goldwire and a whole bunch of other Rebels right there on the tackle.
Yeah, they did not bite on the Prince fake to the left. On the play fake. So substituting out for Prince. Trayvon Jackson in the backfield now. Hall barks out and rolls out to his left. throws to his left, and nobody
over there.
Not a soul in sight. And looks like Hall is calling his own number on that, saying, yep, that was my fault. Then the punt team comes out for Bradwell Institute. So, again, back-to-back good defensive stops. But it looks like the Effingham County Rebels may come out a little bit ahead on this, depending on what kind of punt that the kicker, I believe that's number one, Cameron Melvin.
Yep, Cameron Melvin
is back to kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, 11 players on the field for Bradwell.
11 for the Rebels.
Here's the snap and the kick. Melvin gets a high backwards spinning kickoff and a fair catch called at the 46-yard line. So we trade field positions back to back. They started at the 46, did Effingham, and they got the ball back at the 46 on their second possession. 9:02 on the clock. 23-6 your score. Effingham on top of the Bradwell Institute Tigers. You're listening to Low Country Radio, lowcountryradio.com. Freddie Howe, Tim Melhorn, Friday Night Lights. And the moon is rising, Freddie.
Yeah, October the 22nd, 2021. Fall, autumn, whatever you want to call it, it's in the air,
Fall
Tim. It feels good. It feels good.
It's good waking up in the morning, going out on my back porch with a cup of coffee, and
absolutely
not having to turn fans on to keep me from sweating.
Have a cup of coffee right now. Centers over the ball for Effingham County Rebels. Matthew Ford in the gun. He's got 3 wideouts on the right. He hands it off. It looks like number 30. I can't tell if that was a Xavier or not. I believe it was a Xavier. He goes over to the right guard, right
Hard
tackle
running,
for
2 yards.
2 yards. Big guy.
Pick up to the 48-yard line where it's going to be 2nd and 8.
So they send 2 wideouts way over here on the left-hand side. You got split double wideouts both sides. Now he's going to put one of them in motion going from left to right. He's going to throw the ball over there to a wide open number 18, I believe it is.
Sat down.
Brandon.
Tight end release, number 18.
Brenton Sanders.
And picked up a good 12, 15 yards all the way out to the 37-yard line of Bradwell Institute. That's 1st and 10, Effingham County. 8:18 on the clock and running.
Yeah, Brenton Sanders was just sitting over there waiting
just
on
sat
that ball.
down in the middle of the zone.
Yep. So Matthew Ford's, he's looking over there at the sideline. Now he's going to walk back to the quarterback position. Now he's going to get in the gun. He's got 2 wideouts on the left, 1 on the right. Xavier right there beside him. Now he's going to throw it deep over there to the right-hand side. And I believe he's caught it. And he's going to go down the sideline. Now he falls right at the goal line. I don't think he made it in.
The 1-yard line, Freddie. That is a 36-yard pass reception.
I think that's Seth Lynch, number 6. I can't tell, Tim. Is that a number 6?
That is number 6.
Yes,
no,
Seth.
Number 5.
That's the number 5?
Yep.
That's Kerry Wallace.
So Wallace on the reception. That's the one I was talking about down here, Freddie, where the height differential was with Wallace. And the cornerback over there, number 10, that is Prince, Jihad Prince, out there trying to cover that big, tall receiver and all the way down to the 1-yard line.
So here we go. Matthew hands the ball for Xavier, and he gets nowhere.
No,
they are going to throw the hands in the air.
So touchdown Effingham. Put 6 on it for Effingham County. 7:23 on the clock. Your score is 29-6. And the Rebels on a 54-yard drive with a 36-yard reception and a 1-yard run. Go into the end zone with 7:23 left on the clock.
Yeah, that was a little delay, though, on that touchdown because I thought he got stopped right there.
Number 86, what is it,
Mazzell?
Mazzell comes on for the extra point try. He's up. It's no good. He kicks it off to the left again. So it's the second time tonight that he's pulled it off to the left. And 29-6 is your score with 7:23 left to go on your clock. And Bradwell has got a heck of a hole to get out of, Freddie.
Yes, they do.
So while Effingham is driving the football down and putting it in the end zone, Bradwell's offense has not gotten on track at all tonight. Defensive score on a scoop and score on a, 60, well, no, it was 56-yard scoop and score by McCormick, number 55 for Bradwell Institute. And that's basically the only offense.
Tim, looking at their schedule, they have Brunswick and South Effingham left.
Who
in
does,
the region.
Bradwell?
Bradwell.
Yeah.
And if they don't beat.
Are you sure that's Bradwell's?
Yep, that's Bradwell.
Okay.
Yeah, they got Brunswick is I don't see that happening against Brunswick. Sorry,
No,
but,
not the number 2 team in the state in 6A.
No. And so this is going to pretty well eliminate them from the playoffs if they don't win this game.
And there's a fumble on the kick.
Oh,
Ball's
no.
still on the ground. The ball is retrieved finally by one of the Bradwell Institute Tigers that dropped it. That's number 6. That is Bassett. And
Bassett.
It is down at the 20-yard line. So 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Bradwell Institute Tigers on a very fortunate play on a fumble recovery by Bradwell.
Yeah, this is their last home game of the season right here for Bradwell Institute. We've enjoyed coming over here, and beautiful facility here they have.
Oh, yes. Yep. Hokie Jackson Stadium, Ovie Field. And Bradwell comes out with trips on the left-hand side, one single receiver on the right. It is Jackson and Hall in the backfield. So Hall takes a snap, hands it to Jackson. Jackson goes nowhere, actually loss of about 3 yards. They're going to put him down, 2-yard loss, and that's going to make it a 2nd down and 12 on a looked like an end-around sweep. And not very good blocking off that left-hand side. Both the defensive tackle and the defensive end were in on the tackle. So they got a bunched receivers, 3 receivers on the right, 1 receiver bunched in on the left-hand side. Here's a snap. Hall drops back. He's looking for somebody over the middle. He's got a pocket he's running out of, and he tries to get past the 30. He does, gets a 1st down past the 30-yard line to the 31. That's going to be a Bradwell Institute 1st down on a little delayed run.
Actually, they're going
to mark it down at about the 31-yard line and give him the 1st down. So 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line for Bradwell Institute. And again, what did we say earlier? The only positive yards they've gotten so far is on a quarterback draw or a quarterback scramble out of the pocket.
Yep.
So he did get a little bit of room, but he was brought down by the free safety for Effingham County, number 22.
He's looking over here waiting on the play now. He's really
3 receivers out to the right, 1 receiver way off to the left, and he's got a blitz coming, and they're bringing the whole house. A little stop pass by number 1, that's Melvin, and he picks up all the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain. That's going to bring up 2nd and 3 now. And this is the first glimmer of offense that the Bradwell Institute Tigers have had all night.
Yep, that was number 2, Allen, that brought the receiver down. He was on him. He's playing both sides of the ball.
They come out. 3 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Hall calls for it, and he's looking over to the sideline, tried to get Effingham to jump, but they didn't. Here's a snap. And again, a spot pass over here to number 20 that was in and out of the hands of number 20. A little high throw by Hall, but
Allen, the defender, had slid down. He was wide open, and he could have took off with that if he had just brought it in.
Grayson on the receiving end did not bring the football in, but it was a high throw. He had to jump for it and got both hands on it, but it just slid right through. 5:18 on the clock here in the 3rd quarter. It'll be 3rd down and 3 now with 3 receivers out to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Leotawa now in the backfield. Here's a snap, and they picked it up, and Hall tried to go for a quarterback draw, and they only picked up about a yard on the play. 3-4 flags now come flying in. And don't know what the call is going to be, but he's, for whatever reason why, the head umpire is calling all of his referees together. I don't know what the discussion's supposed to be all about.
It's Kyler Stone, number 44 for the Effingham County Rebels on the stop there.
But apparently he wants to talk about it. And he has called in all of the umpiring crew.
Maybe he's unsure about himself and he's just wanting to find out. Hey,
here we go. So unsportsmanlike conduct against Bradwell Institute. That's going to bring the 10th penalty, which is also unsportsmanlike conduct. Bradwell Institute. And then there's another flag. I'm not sure what this indication is going to be.
I see one flag. I don't.
So are they offsetting penalties?
Must have been what it was. It was one on each team.
Okay, so 10 for Bradwell and 7 now for Effingham County. And now the side judge wants to come over and talk to the head judge. So, again, no indication from the head judge.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 defenders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 12 defenders out there for Effingham County.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You're right.
And nobody's going to call that?
Not yet until the ball snapped. Here's the snap. I don't think anybody's seen it. And a reception is enough for a first down, and nobody called. Is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Do we count this at 1?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 11 out there now. It looked like 12 to me.
I thought I counted 12
Apparently
too.
I can't count.
Yeah, I can't either. So neither one of us.
Asks for it quickly. Gives to Leia Tower. Leia Tower tries to go off the right-hand side. Maybe a yard pickup. They're going to – wow, that was extremely generous spot up to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, that big number 44, Kyler Stone. Man, I swore I counted 12.
I thought I did too, Freddie.
Maybe one slipped off the side after.
Could have. I wasn't really paying attention. I was looking at the play. So 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Leotawa is still in the backfield with Hall. Effingham comes out in the 4-3. Hall takes a snap, throws quickly over the middle to number 1. That is Melvin. Cameron Melvin with the reception and positive yards all the way out to the 40-yard line of Effingham County. First down. That was a pickup of 15 yards. And 1st and 10 from the 40 now with 3:51 and the first sign of life for this offense for Bradwell Institute. 3 receivers to the left, 1 receiver right. And again, back in the 4-3 with an over coverage and an underneath screen pass. And number 13 looked like he saw footsteps coming. Elijah Melford with not the reception. It would have been behind the line of scrimmage, and the outside linebacker for Effingham County was barreling down on him right in front of him. So I think he probably did a good job by dropping that football, Freddie.
Yep.
Would have been a loss of yards. And Hall with Leotawa in the backfield. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. There's going to be 2 right, 2 left. Now he puts a man in motion. And he hits a little a little short post pass on Melvin. And Melvin picks up about 8 yards. It's going to bring up about 3rd and 2 maybe. See where they spot the football down. Football is spotted down around the 34-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd and now 4. Bradwell Institute breaks the huddle with 3 receivers out to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Leotawa is out as the running back. I don't know who came in. I believe it's number 7, Jackson. Here's the snap. And 7, Jackson is looking for a block. And there's a flag thrown down.
Oh,
and
out of the hands.
Picked off all the way down at the goal line by number 4. And for Effingham County, it returns the ball all the way out to the 27-yard line.
2 flags.
And flags are down. There's going to be a holding call over here on the offense. And then there's going to be another holding call on the far side on the offense. Both of those penalties are going to be declined. Holding on the offense. That penalty is declined. It's going to be a turnover by Bradwell Institute all the way down at the goal line. And that takes the score on the penalties to turnover ratio now to 11 for Bradwell Institute. And for Effingham County, you're looking at a grand total of 7.
Yep. Well, 7 plus the turnover would be 8, right?
Nope. It's just a grand total of 6 penalties and 1 turnover.
Oh, okay. I had 7 penalties.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
No.
Okay.
I'm with you.
I'm 2:38, 29 to 6, third quarter, 2:38 on the clock.
So as much effort as Bradwell just put into that drive, which was a very good effort, it got all the way down to the 37-yard line.
So here comes Effingham County. Matthews and gun. He hands it off. Number 21, we don't know who that running back is, and he runs from,
maybe about a yard pickup, maybe.
Yeah, he ran to about 25 yards to get a yard. He went from all the way across the field.
On an end around. He is a receiver out there in the slot.
Yep.
Is number 21. Slot receiver. Don't have his name on the roster. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Matthew Ford in the gun. He's got 3 wideouts on the right. He's got Allen on the right-hand side of him. Now Allen runs over to the right hand. He throws it down the field. He gets tore down by somebody back there in the backfield. And it's an incomplete pass, but I don't know who that was that hit him, but he took him down.
No penalty on the play.
Right time he got the ball out of his hand, I believe it was number 57 there, I believe. Can't tell that number for Bradwell Institute.
Well, that's number 7, Jackson. No, number 6, Bassett.
So Matthew Ford, he's still in there, though. He's still looking strong. He's in the gun. He's got number 21. He's putting him in motion from left to right. Now he's going to hand off to number 2, Allen. Allen's going to try to go around the right-hand side and does nothing.
Leotawa caught him right at the line of scrimmage, and I believe he might have picked up maybe a half a yard. They're going to give him forward progress with 1:48, 1:47 on the clock and running. That's going to bring up 4th down and 9 now, and Effingham County is going to have to punt the football again.
Yep.
So no offense generated by Effingham County on the last 2 possessions, and they're about to turn it over again to Bradwell Institute Tigers with 1:28 on the clock and running.
Tyler Wells is in there to punt again, and Tyler has done an outstanding job punting tonight. Tyler has he kicked a 70-some yard punt, the first punt.
Yeah, he can kick it. Here's a snap, good snap, and another good spiral kick, and all the way back to the 27-yard line. That's where the Bradwell Institute. Wow, what a generous spot. It's all the way up to between the 29 and the 30-yard line. So move the football up about 3 yards on the spot. And that's where Bradwell Institute is going to take over with 1:05 left to go, 1st and 10 on their own. Let's call it the 29.5-yard line, Freddie.
Yeah, that was about a 45, 50-yard punt.
Not a bad kick. Very good hang time. And Bassett knew what he was doing when he threw his hand in the air and made that reception on a fair catch.
So the time is running out for Bradwell Institute. They need to start hurrying up a little bit. 1:05 on the clock.
Hall comes back out in shotgun. He puts a man in motion. This time he fakes it to him. And the defensive end tried to get loose with him and could not bring him down. And Hall picks up about a good 3.5-4 yards out to the 34-yard line. That's where it's going to be 2nd down. Let's call it 6, long 6.
Yeah, Cooper Neese, the defensive end right there. He was he read that and grabbed the
jersey
and held him until Kyler Stone come over and helped bring
3
him down.
receivers out to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Here's another spot pass out to number 1. And that is Melvin who takes it out, gets a first down out past the 40-yard line to the 43. And that's where 1st and 10 for Bradwell Institute is taken over with 21 seconds left to go in the third quarter. They're running the clock. And don't know if this is going to be the last play of the half or the quarter. 3 receivers out to the left, 1 receiver off to the right. Hall barking something out to the receiver over to the left with 5 seconds left to go. 4 on the play clock. 3, 2. They're going to let it run out. And they had every opportunity to get the play off.
Oh.
And did not get the play off. That gives Effingham an opportunity to reel in.
I'm confused.
Well, the coach is in the ear of Hall right now and basically asking him, what were you thinking? Why did you not? You had plenty of time to snap the football. And Hall is trying to state his case. But, again, you've got 12 minutes now stuck back on the clock. 29-6 your score. The Effingham County Rebels on top of the Bradwell Institute Tigers. And it's been a lopsided game so far. Let's look at the stats again. With Effingham County with 6 penalties and 1 turnover, a scoop 6. And the Bradwell Institute Tigers with 10 penalties and 1 turnover that resulted in a touchdown.
Wait a minute. Did we count those 2 penalties a while ago from Bradwell? We did count both of them?
I didn't count them because they were declined.
Oh, but that was more penalties. Yeah, they were declined, but that was more penalties. But
it would have been.
Yeah.
But right now, with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line, does the Bradwell Institute Tigers stand over the football? 12 minutes to go on the clock. Last quarter, 4th quarter here. They could, listen, there's always hope. And they could mount a heck of a comeback here. But they're going to have to start putting the football in the end zone rather quickly and often.
Yep. Well, I hate it for them because if they lose tonight, their season's going to be over after the 2 more games. But if they could win tonight and 1 more game, they could be in the playoffs.
So Hall back behind center, takes the snap, looks, flushed out of the pocket, but this time the pocket collapsed on him. They're going to get a sack out of it. Is number 43 and number 22 for the Rebels.
Tucker Wilson, number 22.
They're going to get a 2-yard sack. It's going to make it 2nd down and 12 right around the 41-yard line. So the football had to be out about the 43.
And Bryce Goldwire, they were both on the tackle.
And so, again, 2nd down and 12. Hall back behind center with the clock running. Here's the snap. He rolls out to the right. He's looking more to the right. There's going to be probably a holding penalty, but no, it's an incomplete pass. Yep. Flag comes in, holding.
Yeah, it was plain as day. I can see it, and I can't even see that far.
Can't do that. That's going to be on number big 58 for Bradwell Institute. There's not 1 flag. There's 2 flags now. So that's Elijah Thompson, the tackle, 6'4", 255. And that's going to mark him off 10 yards. So it's going to be 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So not only do they lose the yardage where the foul is, but it's a spot foul on holding. And that's going to back them all the way up to the 22-yard line. So it's going to be how far, Freddie? I know you're counting them out right now.
Well, it's going to be about 26, 7 yards.
Yeah.
Give or take a foot or 2.
Maybe so.
It's a long way.
2nd and 27. The 11th penalty on Bradwell Institute that's been accepted.
Yeah,
and
that's
gone,
been accepted.
And gone against them.
Yeah,
but Hall comes back out with 3 receivers off to the right, and 1 receiver off to the left. I believe he's got number 7, Jackson, in the backfield with him. Here's a snap. He backs up, and he's being pursued heavily. He gets out of it, and he's got a little bit of open field, and he goes down right around the 27-yard line, pickup of about 5 yards. It's going to be third down and 22 yards now.
That was Tucker Wilson and Kyler Stone that were in hot pursuit. He didn't have no place to go except for down.
10:49 on the clock and running. Again, if Bradwell's going to get back in this contest, they're going to have to score often and early.
And
as quick as they can.
Well, there you go.
Third down and 22 is not the way to do that, but Hall is back behind center with 3 receivers out to the right, and he puts Jackson on the other side of him from right to left. Here's a snap. They're coming with everybody. And
flag on the play, and then
I'm not sure if he gets out of the tackle box or not, but it's an incomplete pass is what he's calling. And it looks like, let's see. There's the line judge on this side now that threw the flag.
I think he's saying it's against the Rebels.
I'm not sure if it was an offsides or not. If that outside linebacker timed up his approach to the line of scrimmage. But we're waiting on the call from the head referee. Here's the call. Offsides on the defense. And that's going to be a 5-yard penalty. That's going to bring up third down and 17 now, I believe. Trying to count them out.
Let me ask you something, Tim. Am I mistaken?
10, 20. Yeah, it's going to be about third down and 20.
About 22?
Yeah, 22. What are you going to ask me,
If I'm losing 29-6 and them in the fourth quarter, would you be taking your time like this?
No.
Okay.
No.
I didn't know if it was me.
3 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left, and this time Hall gets outside, throws the football to number 19, it looks like.
Incomplete pass. That was Brant Thomas.
Yep, Bryant Thomas out there in the flats, and that's going to bring up a fourth down and 22 right around the 31-yard line. So that actually, instead of 27 yards, was 32 yards
earlier. Yes,
earlier. So now it's fourth down and 22 at the 31-yard line. So it looks like the Melvin is going to go back to kick number 1 for Bradwell Institute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Only 8 players on the field for Bradwell Institute with the clock running down.
Only 8?
There's still only 8 players out on the field for Bradwell Institute.
Well, don't tell anybody.
No, I didn't. The coach is calling people out to try to get them in the game.
They're going to start their Friday night early.
And that's going to put a couple of new players in the game. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm not sure if there's 11 on the field yet or not. Freddie, count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, they got 11 out there.
That's 11. 11 now.
So a timeout had to be used with 10:18. 29-6 is your score. Effingham County on top of the Bradwell Institute Tigers. And Melvin back deep with fourth down and 22 at the 31-yard line. And he needs to get this punt out of here or fake it. And this time he gets a good boot into it. And the Effingham County
That's a
Rebel
good turnover
fumbles.
right there. If they
And
get
it could be a turnover. And it is a turnover. Bradwell Institute gets the football around the 39-yard line of Effingham County on an easy reception of a punt. Nobody was around him for maybe 15 yards. And it just came out of his fingertips and on the ground. So that's the second turnover for Effingham County and gives the Bradwell Institute Tigers a little bit more life here with 10:08 on the clock. But they got to put the football in the end zone often and quickly.
Yeah, they got to do it in a hurry, and they're just dragging. It's just eating the clock up. Is eating me up because I would be in a hurry up offense.
Well, in between these type of plays, when the clock stops, you could pretty much will take your time until the clock starts, until the play clock starts moving. Why are the
clock don't start to the snap.
Yeah, but they just did. Boy, y'all are awesome This is absolutely phenomenal. Again, quick snap. It is going to be a Wildcat offense for Prince. Number 5 takes it off the left-hand side, picks up about 7 yards, make it 8-9 yards. It's going to be second down and 1. And now the clock is stopped because he went out of bounds. But why would you put the clock in play on a turnover? You don't do that.
Running now.
29-6. That's only a 26-point difference.
Didn't you say he ran out of bounds?
It's got to be over 30. Yes, he ran out of bounds. And he takes it this time. I think it's Prince again. No, it's number 3, who we don't have a name for. And he takes it out of bounds, loss of about 4 yards. So now it's going to be 3rd and 5. Make it 3rd along 4, maybe a loss of 3 yards.
Now they can stop the clock.
That's because he went out of bounds, but now they're about to start running it again. Wow.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Yep. So number 3 is back in the shotgun again, and he gets the snap, and he's looking, and he throws deep, and he's wide open, overthrows. Number 19, that's Brian Thomas. And that's going to bring up a 4th down, and let's call it 4. So 4th and 4 at the 32-yard line. The line to get is the 28.
Wow.
All right, take that back. The line to get is the 29, 4th and 4.
Yeah, 29.
9:15 on the clock with the drop pass. I don't know what we're doing.
I wish I knew who this number 3 is.
Yeah, well, he's back behind center again. Hall is not. Got 3 receivers out to the right, 1 receiver off to the left. And he put the receiver in motion.
Spread offense for sure.
Bassett. And he throws out here to
number 1.
That's Melvin. And Melvin comes down the reception for a first down, pick up of about 5 yards, all the way down to the 25-yard line. Nope, they're going to put him back at the 26, maybe 27? I can't tell with the hash mark on that side.
26.
And number 3 takes the football here now again back behind center. Here's the snap. And he's looking off to the right-hand side, and he picks up his receiver.
Oh.
That is number 20. That is Grayson. And Jartavius Grayson gets the football and does not gain a yard out of it. And he's limping over there. Is Grayson. It looks like he may be cramping up a little bit. So running the clock. I don't know why the head referee is running the clock, but he sure is running it.
Yes, he is.
Yep. There's a reception and goes out of bounds. They're waiting on the play. I don't know why they're waiting so long.
I don't
Here's
either.
the snap. And number 3 takes it off that the left-hand side. He's got room. And it looks like he might have picked up a first down. It does. He does.
Down to the 16-yard line.
Down to the 16, so it's going to be 1st and 10 Bradwell. He does run out of bounds. Should stop the clock. It does with 8:17. I'm still not sure whether or not the head umpire is going to. He does not. He does not run the clock here, which is a good thing. And again, number 3 back behind center. He's got 2 receivers off to the left, 3 receivers off to the right. Big spread offense. Nobody in the backfield with him. Here's a snap. He throws over here to the right to
number 6, it looked like.
Bassett. He does. Bassett is stopped at the 10-yard line. Pickup of about 5 yards. And it is 2nd down and 5 from the 10-yard line. The clock should still be running. It is 7:56:55. He was stopped in play. 3 receivers out to the right, 2 receivers off to the left again for number 3. We'd love to know this kid's name, but we don't. And they jump off sides, does Effingham County. That's going to stop the clock and give them a first down. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. They need to go ahead and put the football in the end zone now.
They need to hurry up.
If they've got a play to put the football in the end zone now, they should on a 1st and 5 if they're going to try to get back in this football game. 7:42 left to go in the fourth quarter. 29-6 is your score. They come back out in that same formation, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. They fakes it and does number 3, and he loses a yard on the fake on a jet sweep to number 6, Bissett. And he's going to have second down. Oh, no, we'll take that back. They did not get the first down. That's going to make it third down and 1. No, they didn't. They didn't get the first down. Apparently, it was a little bit short. It was not a 5-yard pickup. Apparently, it was just a little bit short of the 5-yard to get. And that's going to be third down and inches. And here's a snap and a quick throw and in and out of the hands of Bissett in the end zone. And that's going to bring up fourth down and inches to go again with 7:06 on the clock, 29-6 your score. And it's going to bring up a fourth down. So it should be fourth and a half a yard to go. So why are they moving the football back to the...
I think it was a penalty on the play, 5 yards. So they seen the guy with the white hat.
So was it a legal procedure?
I don't know what the call was. I just seen him point towards Bradwell's.
So now it's third down and 5.5 to go because they moved the football back 5 yards. Here's a snap, and he's looking for a crossing pattern. He's got him, and he gets down and into the end zone. 6 points.
Should be a
with 6:59. I don't see a flag on the play. So put 6 on it. So 29-12 is your score now with 6:59 to go and 2-point conversion coming up. So nice crossing pattern right there from Melvin to put the football in the end zone and breathes a little life in this Bradwell Institute Tiger offense.
Gives them some hope, baby.
Nice drive right there on a turnover at the 39-yard line. And they take it 39 yards and put it in the end zone with 6:59 on the clock with a new quarterback. That's number 3. Leotawa is going to be in the backfield with him. There's a bunch formation that's trying to get a 2-point conversion. And he looks back. He throws deep, and it's almost picked off by one of the Bradwell Institute defenders. I believe that's number 1.
Effingham County defenders.
Excuse me, Effingham County defenders. Yes, that is number 1.
That's Thompson.
Made a good play on a cross corner pass that was incomplete. So 12-29 your score now with Effingham County on top. And you're listening to the Effingham County Band and Low Country Radio. Freddie Howe, Tim Melhorn. And we
been an interesting game.
We are excited to bring you this ball game with 6:59 to go on the clock.
You're so excited.
I am thrilled.
It's been interesting.
It's good to see a little bit of life breath into the Bradwell Institute offense.
Easy for you to say.
Yes. Breath into.
Yeah, it is good to see.
So, again, something to build on because before then it was all Effingham County. Here is the kick out of bounds or off to the side, taken by number 24 on a fair catch. And he's going to fair catch it right around the 37-yard line, and that's going to be where Effingham County takes over 1st and 10 from their own 37.
Yeah, that was Colton Oglesby on the reception there on the kickoff. Number 24, Colton Oglesby. So, 6:59 to go. Effingham County's got the ball again, and they've shot themselves in the foot every time they've come out the second half almost with holding calls and different other things, some turnovers. So here we go. Centers over the ball. We got a new quarterback in there, Tim. I cannot see the number. I think that is Nathan Hayes, number 7. It is. He's going to roll over this way. He's going to throw it. Oh, almost picked off. Number 21. We don't have the name of the number 21. He
is their slot receiver. And he tipped it straight up in the air, and the Bradwell Institute defenders could not get the tip drill. And so it's going to hit the ground and it's going to bring up a second down, stops the clock at 6:53, 29-12 your score with Effingham on top right now. They spot the football back down at the 37-yard line.
Nathan Hayes back there, and he's in the gun. He's got two wideouts on the left, one on the right, and he takes the ball and hands it off to Thomas Allen. I think that's
He's gone.
That's Allen.
He's at the 20,
down.
the 10, the 5, and hits the pylon. I think they may mark him out like the 1-inch line. They're going to mark him down at the 1-inch line. That is a
wow.
63-yard run from the line of scrimmage all the way down to the 1-inch line. But they're going to put it down at the 1-yard line. So 1st and goal to go at the 1-yard line.
I thought the defender pushed him in the end zone personally.
I thought
he was
so
from
too.
behind him and he pushed
His
him.
foot did hit the pylon, and I'm kind of really skeptical about whether or not he was out of bounds.
Yeah, me too. So, okay. Whatever.
Anyway,
so
1st and goal from the 1-yard line, 6:40 on the clock, 29-12 is your score. And if Bradwell can do anything right here, they need to keep him out of the end zone.
So let's talk about Nathan's socks. Just kidding. That's a joke between us. Nathan.
He does have pink socks on.
He does.
And there is a flag. There is a procedure call. That's going to back him up. And that is their 7th penalty of the game for Effingham County. 2 turnovers for Effingham County, 7 penalties. That equals 9. There's 12 penalties and 1 turnover. That equals 13 for the Bradwell Institute Tigers. And the score reflects it, 29-12.
Yeah, Nathan Hayes comes in as a sophomore, 5'9", 150, taking over from Matthew Ford, who's a senior, 6'2", 205 quarterbacking. But Nathan Hayes is
got number 24 in the backfield with him.
Yep, he does. Number 24, and that
takes
Colton
the football.
Oglesby, and Colton Oglesby runs over the left-hand side, and he gets
maybe
nothing.
A yard, maybe? No, they gave him back to the line of scrimmage, Freddie.
Back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be 2nd down.
And Colton Oglesby is another sophomore, so we're playing some sophomores in there now.
So 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line. Wow, they made him lose a yard.
Nathan standing there looking over, waiting on the play.
6:05, 6:04 on the clock and running.
Tick. The play clock was just started, which was ridiculous. It should have been going the whole time, too. So he's got 2 wideouts, one on each side. He's got Oglesby right beside him. Now he's going to pitch it over to Oglesby. Oglesby's going to go around the left-hand side, pick up 4 down to about the 2-yard line, I suppose.
About the 3-yard line, and that's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line with 5:38 on the clock and running. 29-12 your score. And if Bradwell Institute can come up with a big stop, right now is the time to do it.
Yeah,
if they can come up with a turnover, right now is the time to do it if they want to try to get back in this ball game.
Yep. Nathan Hayes back there in the gun with Oglesby lined up on the left-hand side of him. Now he's going to hand it to Oglesby. Oglesby's going to drive over. Looks like he may be right at the goal line. Wow, if he didn't, he's right on it.
He is right on the goal line, and nobody has indicated whether or not he has scored, but he's going to put the football down like at the 1-foot line with 4:56 and running. So
Effingham County's got to make a big decision here. It looks like they're going to go for it. Nathan's run over there and got the play. He's going to run back in. Now he's set up, same setup. Oglesby sitting right beside him. He's going to hand it to Oglesby.
He's in.
He's going to just walk in this time.
So put 6 on it for Effingham County. 35-12 is your score with 4:39 left to go in the 4th quarter. And I think that's probably it for the night.
Yeah, that's going to probably seal the deal for Effingham County. Going to walk away with a big W here, it looks like.
So the Brunswick Pirates, I don't know what the score is right now, but Brunswick is dominating 6A right now in the South region of 6A. 6A region, 6A region, Region 1 or Region 2. We're Region 1 or Region 2? Region 2.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen Brunswick play it tonight, to be honest with you. I think they got the week off, don't they?
I'm not sure. There's a snap, and it's on the ground. And Leah Tawa comes in and makes sure that number 7 does not pick the football back up and give number 86 an opportunity to kick the football. So another botched extra point attempt by Effingham County. I think they've only converted one tonight.
I believe so.
And your score is 35-12. So that would have been 4 more points. So the score would have been 39-12 if they would have gotten the extra points. But 4:39 on the clock. I believe that's. Is that enough? No, it's not enough to have a running clock for the rest of the time. But it is not enough.
Good game going on over there in Richmond Hill. 14-7. Richmond Hill on top of the Glen Academy Terrors. Statesboro Blue Devils 35, South Effingham Mustangs 6.
About what this score is here, 35-12.
Yeah, I did not see Brunswick earlier. I'm going to run through these scores right fast, see if I can find them. Holy cow, listen to this. Warner Robins Demons 70. Wayne County Yellow Jackets 14.
Wow. Well,
70?
that is 2 different divisions, right? Yes. It's Division 4 against Division 6. Or 6A against 4A. A 4A school.
That's crazy.
I didn't see Wayne County getting beat that bad.
No.
Here is a little pooch kick by Effingham County all the way down to the 21-yard line is where the football is fielded at. It gets out to the 26. I can't tell what number that is. I believe that's Bassett.
Yeah, I believe you're right.
No, it's actually not. It's Jackson. Jackson actually takes it and
Trevon
returns it about
Jackson.
6 yards out to they're going to put the football down at the 25-yard line. So a return of about 4 yards. And that's where Bradwell Institute's going to have it 1st and 10.
How about this? BC 56, New Hampstead Phoenix 21, Jenkins 19, Island Sharks 18.
Now, did they make BC go up in a division instead of being 3A? Are they 4A?
I think so.
I think so,
they
too.
are. Yeah, I think they.
I believe they are up in 4A. So number 3 comes out again for Bradwell Institute. Still have no idea what his name is. And we've got 2 receivers off to the right, 3 receivers off to the left. Barks out, signals, asks for the football. Ball is snapped on the ground. Throw again out here to number 19, who is Thomas. Thomas takes the football, tucks it, picks up about 3 yards on a little out pass, little screen out pass, and picks up about 3 positive yards. 4:15, 4:14 on the clock and rolling. And it looks like Bradwell's just going to take their time and just run some plays and let the clock run down and run out. 27-26 on the play clock and still running. They're not set yet. 3 receivers right this time, 2 receivers left. So they're setting 3 receivers out to the wide side. The football is on the left hash mark. Snap. Hand off to Bassett. Bassett takes it, cuts it back, and has open field. And it's got 1 man to beat, and the man catches him and puzzles him down. 2 men finally come in and calls the tackle around the 40-yard line of Effingham County. Pickup of about, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35-yard run all the way down to the 40-yard line of Effingham County. So 3:34 on the clock and running. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Number 3 calls out for the play. He gets the snap. He looks, he fires. He gets the ball to number 13, who was open over here in the flats. And they barely gave him forward progress all the way down to the 37.
Yeah, it was Cameron Roper on the tackle there, number 20.
Ball's placed at the 37-yard line, left hash mark.
Cornerback for Effingham County.
So pick up 3 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 7 with 3 minutes on the clock and running. Number 3 back behind center again. Got 3 receivers off to his right, 2 are off to his left again. Here's a snap. And he goes deep. And he's got number 13 all the way down to the 6-yard line. But I believe there's a yellow hanky on the field. And I also believe that he's going to get called
for pushing the defender
off. So whistles are blowing. And the flag is placed. He places the flag at the 12-yard line. So we'll see what the call is.
Are they bringing them all back, or are they all walking back up the field? There's a flag here, too.
Holding against the Bradwell Institute Tigers all the way back here. And you're going to have defensive pass interference all the way down at the 12-yard line. So that's going to be offsetting penalties. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Second. It's going to be 2nd down and 8. Should be 2nd and 7 from the 37. The 37-yard line.
Yeah. 2nd and 7. But it's not. It's going to be
it's going to be
9.
1st and 10 from the 40. Wow. And there's a snap. And there's a throw incomplete off to the right-hand side.
That stops the clock. 2:41 to go.
So apparently Thomas's catch over here on the left-hand side that he picked up 3 yards on.
Doesn't matter.
They're just going to forget about that play. And they're going to move it back to the 40-yard line where it's now 2nd down and 10. Wow. Okay. I guess everybody got caught up in the hype.
I guess.
Yeah.
So
Head referee has called timeout. I don't know if there's somebody shining a light. I don't know.
A light or a laser?
I don't know.
Or
but it's 2:41 on the clock. 35-12 is your score.
What in the world?
I have absolutely no idea what he's pointing at.
I don't either. But anyhow, it's 2:41 to go, and it's
2nd down and 10 from the 40-yard line, which it should be 2nd down and 7 from the 37-yard line. Oh, well, here's a snap, and there's going to be a quarterback draw. He's wide open. He's got room. He gets past the 25 out to the 24-yard line, goes out of bounds at the 24, and they're going to give him forward progress all the way down to the 21-yard line.
Cameron Roper run him out of bounds or chase him out of bounds there.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line for the Bradwell Institute Tigers. Man, that's awesome.
Classic stuff right there.
2:35 on the clock and running, 35-12 your score. You got 4 receivers bunched out to the right, and there's a fumble, and number 3 falls on it about the 32-yard line. Almost a turnover. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 7. They're going to put it down at the 30. So it's going to be 2nd down and 11, 12, 13. Yeah.
That was Bryce Goldwire back there.
Call it 2nd and 17.
Bryce Goldwire was back there trying to get that fumble for the Effingham County Rebels.
1:58 on the clock and running. 3 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Number 3 calls out for the football. He gets it this time. He throws it deep and just out of the reach of number 13. That is Melford.
Yeah, he was covered by Cameron Roper again, number 20.
That's going to bring up 3rd down. Let's call it 17. Now they're going to say 19 yards. So 3rd and 19 from the 30-yard line. 1:44 on the clock. It stopped because of the incomplete pass. Number 13 is taking his sweet time coming back to the line of scrimmage, and now they've substituted him out with number 15. That's Camden Guy. So Guy's in the game and the receiver on the slot on the left-hand side. 3 receivers off to the right. The safety is over off the right-hand side again. And this time the quarterback tried to run the football. Number 49 pops him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up 4th down and 19 yards to go. They spot the football back at the 30-yard line again. 1:28 on the clock and running. And 35-12 is your score.
Final score from over in Richmond Hill. Richmond Hill 14, Glen Academy 7. So
7-point win for Richmond Hill, which means they're in the playoffs.
Yep.
So 4th down, 19 yards to go. He's going to have to throw it. He does throw it. He throws it to single coverage. There is there's a flag that finally comes out. He couldn't get it out of his pocket. And a flag comes out on number 20 for Effingham County on pass interference. And that's going to give, there's your signal and the indicator, pass interference on Effingham County. And that is not an automatic first down. And it is not a spot foul. And Effingham band decides to crank back up again.
Bradwell.
Effingham.
That's Bradwell's too. Both of them playing against each other.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think.
Doesn't sound like it.
Well,
but that's going to bring up 4th down and 3 at the 15-yard line. Coach wants a timeout for Bradwell. 1:01 on the clock. 35-12 is your score. Hey, if you got a coaching moment, go ahead and use it and coach him up. Do the best that you can to coach him up. I mean, I know it's.
Let's talk about the penalties and the
not
turnovers.
The greatest thing in the world. So
how many did you have? I had 13 penalties for Bradwell. Did we stop counting, or we go a little higher?
No. 13 is correct. 13 penalties, 1 turnover for Bradwell Institute. 7 penalties and 2 turnovers for Effingham County. So if you do the math, that's 14 total turnovers and penalties for Bradwell, and it's only 8-9 for Effingham County, and Effingham County is up 35-12.
Yep.
So that was kind of true to fold.
Yep.
But penalties were costly, but at the same time, the turnovers were a little bit more costly, and you can't sit there and continuously shoot yourself in the foot, Freddie, and expect to come out with a win.
No, and when you're down like this, the second half, you have to play, man. You can't go out and stand around and wait for the clock just to run away and run off. You have to go.
So a bunch receivers off to the right-hand side. And again, wow, he's going for the end zone. And good defense right there by Effingham County. And no interference in the end zone. He had a man wide open in the flat out here.
He did.
He had Melvin off the corner of the flat right around the 5-yard line. He threw it in the end zone. 55 seconds and the ball goes over on downs. So Effingham County is going to come out of here probably with a 35-12 victory. Football's put down at the 15-yard line, and I believe it's just going to be a victory formation here for Effingham County.
Yeah, if I was a coach, that's what it would be. Nathan Hayes comes back out, number 7, sophomore.
So whoever this kid is, number 3 for for Bradwell Institute, I got to give him props because I tell you, he did a phenomenal job by just driving the football down, getting the score, and continuing to drive it and give Bradwell Institute some hope. Carry on the play by number 17 for Effingham County.
Yeah, Jaden Evans. Jaden Evans. That's the first time we've seen him.
They're not kneeling on the football yet with a
Nathan Hayes and Jaden Evans, a bunch of sophomores in there right now.
Got to admit, they are just running the football. That's a first down. 20 seconds left, 19 on the clock and running.
Yeah.
And they're going to continue to run the clock, even though the chains are being moved. That's going to do it. That's going to be it for the football game. 14 seconds, and they've stopped the clock, really. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9.
Yep, I believe that's going
to end it. I don't think they're going to run another play.
Yep.
3, 2, 1. And that's going to do it. 35-12 is your final. The Effingham County Rebels come into Hokie Jackson Stadium on Ovie Field and take a 35-12 victory back to Effingham County. That's going to be a kind of a happy bus ride back, Freddie, because like you said, that makes their playoff.
Yep, they're in the playoffs.
So they are in the playoffs.
And it looks like Bradwell Institute's got 2 more games to try to win, and then their season will be over. This is week 10. I said it was week 8, but this is the 10th week. They missed two games for COVID, so this is week 10 for the Georgia High School Football Association. And so, this is our last game here from Bradwell this year, and we've enjoyed the last few games over here. We've tried to to go other places, and we've went to McIntosh County several times. We were supposed to be over in Bradwell. I'm at Bryan County tonight, but they didn't have room for another radio station, so we decided we'd come back over here where they do have room for us. And so we've enjoyed our time here with Bradwell. Thanks to the coach and the staff over here at Bradwell for allowing us to call these games. And with that being said, 35-12 is your final score. Bradwell Institute will go down again to the Effingham County Rebels. And for all you people out there wearing the uniform, military, thank you so much for your service. Public safety people, make sure you go home at the end of your shift. Everybody goes home. Thank you for your service also. For Tim Melhorn, it's Freddie Howell, Low Country Radio. Tim's wrapping it up. We're going to get out of here. You guys have a safe Friday night, a great weekend. God bless. Woo. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. As I would say it.